I am the word that purifies. I am the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies. I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies. I am the soul of Ra, the glorious light. We give thanks and praises unto the Most High Ra, and to the waters above, and to the waters below, to all the rivers, the oceans, the lakes that flows within us, and to all trees and rocks that makes our bones, and to the leaves that makes our hair, the trees who we are, our nervous system, to every living thing within the universe, the planetary, the celestial, the terrestrial. We give thanks for everything because man is the microcosm of the whole macrocosm. We give thanks for man and woman. We give thanks for the feminine energy and the masculine energy, yin and yang. We give thanks for all humanity, and we give thanks for the truth, because truth is an experience. We give thanks for the light, and we give thanks for the darkness, serotonin and melatonin. We give thanks for this temple. Do not let the fire quench. My name is Kongo Wattu, Solomon Kwabena Buedi, in case you want to know the birth name. My name is Awonyola, the bringer of wealth. Atorishe, man of wonders. My head is good. Bogunda. Yavniel, a Hebrew name, the builder of God. I build gods. I don't build followers. I build gods. Suleiman, Arjuna have different names according to different initiations I went through. You can also call me Osofo, Osorosorofo. That's the meaning of Osofo, Osorosorofo. Buedi. The son of Samuel Osei Kwame Buedi, who later became Saddam Hussein, and the son of Fatimatu Asantua, the producer of JD Ointment, Asantua Hair Pomade, and many others. I shall not be moved. We give thanks. Family, it's been lovely week. Each and every day, we wake up to see victory. The victory we've been yearning for so many years. For over 400 years, we've been under bondage. It started 7,000 years, but 400 years since 1842 until now, when we were colonized. Colonization means nutritional genocide. That's how it happened. And so therefore we need a revolution. Re means light. Re means light. Revolution. Re must come back again. The light must come back again. Revolution. We need a revolution. Our people didn't get it. Some of our political brothers and sisters did not get the meaning of revolution. They don't understand the English language. I speak Asa. I don't speak language just like that. I speak Asa. Meka Asa. Asa means light within the language, the sound that is coming. So when you hear mother, you think it's your biological mother. In Asa, it's a different thing. When you hear reincarnation, you think of a different meaning. But in Asa, it's a different thing. When you hear radio, in Asa, different thing. Radiation, in Asa, it's a different thing. Redeem, in Asa, it's a different thing. When you hear Magdalene, you are thinking about a woman in the Bible. In Asa, it's a different thing. When you hear magnesium, in Asa, it's a different thing. I speak Asa. So when I come, listen carefully. And if you don't understand today, you understand tomorrow. It's simple. I am one of the SNS, or you can call it Essenes. Out of Essene, we have prophets and priests who were holding on to the light. We scattered all over the world because of persecution. But as it's written down by the Aztecs and the Mayans in their calendar, that in 2012 to 2021, the revolution will take place. And that is why in 2012, the birth of consciousness started happening on Facebook. When Facebook came, people were just taking pictures of themselves and snapping pictures, how beautiful they are. There was no consciousness message. Go check all your so-called teachers of today and gurus. They are 2012 and 2010. Go check their posts. You will see that it is lightweight. Some of them were pastors. Some of them were in secondary school. Some of them were hustlers. Nothing about consciousness. But 2012, 2010, 2012 is where the birth took place fully. But it started from 1991 in the West, because that is where the internet started coming. Because a seminal internet, a seminal information, that information must come from the sun. It is called the sixth sun. We are in the sixth sun. So, it started from the 1991 there. And this is where everybody was like, yo, they are waiting for something to drop from the sky. The religious people who did not understand this whole thing misinterpreted it differently. I'm going to say Obobi Frisuroba in 1998 there. They started putting fear and panic in the people as it is today. Just like you were told that there's going to be flood. People don't get it. And so a lot of people started selling their goods. This thing happened a long time ago. People started selling their properties, so-called properties. Material things were sold. People have to go to the bush waiting for the Son of Man to come. Even though they say Son of Man, still they are waiting for some mysterious figure to drop from the sky. It did not happen like that, the way they intended it to be. But it happened in 1998. A man was sick, on a sick bed. And that is where the birth took place, the calling. This man became very, very sick, could not move, could not do nothing. This man was a virgin, never smoked, never drank, but yet still suffering. on down. 2 years on a sick bed. It started 1997, 1998, and then boom. The healing took place 2.5 years from 1997 to 1998 late. And then he got his healing back. And he vowed that he's going to bring the system down. He started preaching to his friends about nutrition. His friends did not listen to him. He moved on and on and on, going to houses, sleeping outside because he was sacked by his own father for embarrassing him. Krachiniba, Adentina, Odo Nasifo, na Onenam, na O church radia, Ogumenimase, Krachiniba, Aden. The papa frere police man. Police no kasa no buy no lectures o tie fi akwala na no. Police no kasa jai ni aba no to ho. What be da? Police ni jai ni baton no eto ho. Emo ka kire akwala ne papa se oba no ntumi enche no. Oba no ni ma dey too much. Ema papa no crab fu police ni no. Why akwa frere se bra na be chi me ba. Me ba no border mo be che no a o se untumi nche no aden o se akwala no questions are me bisa ni no yima no onima dey too much. Fast forward to 2012 fully. That is where the information all started coming all over. When I come here to come and teach, pay attention, put down your questions aside, because questions biana uba baby sano minim dada. And when you pay attention to my teachings, you are going to get the answer. So I'm not going to read your comment. Yare bia ni wa minim. Bibia ni wa minim. Because when the Holy Spirit takes over you, you will know everything. It's period. It's written down. And then doctor say what call a boo. Physiotherapists say what different hospitals. Omo recommend me. Omo refer. Omo yare for the mommy. Gynecologist in various hospitals. I'm not talking about small. I'm talking about rich. Kolebu, big hospitals. I'm refer I'm patient. Ede mami. Inti se me baha no mu atie me. University of Ghana professors ni mu bi a mo atemenka. I'm frame the god of nutrition. Enyame meka. They are chatting, they are talking about me in their group. Inti me baha no mu a muntie. Put your questions inside you. Open to natural upright movement, praises, or whatever you want to. The question is, Bia Ubebisa no me nim da. Nia Ubebisa no minim. And a minim solution. And a solution and one bano. A seminal information na me de bano tea. And yet draw ton in Kwana medenam. They are assembly. Because solution was assembly. In the beginning was the word. The assembly no say utie. Assembly if you are saho. We are going to read what the Mayans said according to their calendar. This is the sixth sun prophecy. We are in the sixth sun. That is why the sun is shining now. In the beginning, the first sun wasn't shining. The sun was very small in the sky. If you are very small, the first sun. We came to the second sun, the third sun, the fourth, the fifth. But the sixth sun, if we are not there is to say information or the banner. So the more if we are not there, the more humans are also doing what? Upgrading. just the same as the mobile phone. They have the first generation, they have the second generation, they have the third generation, they have the fourth generation, and now we have what we call the fifth generation, which is called 5G. Science is catching up with spirituality. Nia ube ye biano, amode another upgrade beba. Nia ube kano and farm. Once they upgrade, you also need to upgrade yourself. If you don't upgrade yourself, technology no, be proud because a wrong radiation. And also you need to upgrade yours to the radiation, original one, the radiation. And to what now we argument, and I'm here conscious and awakening. Now we upgrade you. Almost 5G ne be kum. 5G no crampon by Africa. You see now our west. 4G po and air also cancer tumors all over. Now some of the 5G bar ube den into no person survive here. TMA. This is how I answer 1,000 people weekly. 1,000 people weekly. I answer them 1,000 weekly. Both WhatsApp and both calls. And so no me wuye. Metiase. Me bra, all I have to do is to take a nap, just like the phone, and refresh my brain neuter. Then I'm back again. You see, I'm no say because of our matching, nipan danti, exercise and stuff like that. I think I made my sorry. In there, we see that you juma, and so pressure messages say war. You are me answer me ya. Obi on ma own answer obia. Just a Monday, but me answer 200 a big one there. Me answer obia left right. Within 10 minutes, I'm answer obia. How? This is how I've upgraded myself. Now, the sixth son prophecy often associated with the Toltec Mexica rather than exclusively Mayan tradition signals a transformative era beginning around 2012 to 2021. And in 2012, information started coming. And then 2021, that is during the COVID. COVID, you know, idea Omwankasa mistake universe and force someone to do that mistake to bring their kingdom down. It's not a boy, you know, Babylon system. To bring that Babylon system down. They mess up big time and they have to do that during that COVID time, 19 to 2021. A honomono and a kaniano boom went out from so many people, from their own people. JFK Jr., different, you know, different people, activists, who said, no, something is wrong. We have been screwed. But it is already written down. It is, you know, sometimes, when me there, me catch it, I will say, me no, me feel. Would be matter, me feel. Me, in fact, camera be see me name, na my reply. I would rather mock you. Everybody who so my WhatsApp knows. I will mock you. Because only dimension. Because in my father's house there are many mansions. And mansion now maintain. Abanso now maintain. Why should I argue with you? Why should I even come to you that your level? Me free animal. Na member na if anything. Single room na many only argument. Baby, I want a single room. You want mansion. Not made with human hands. To make no only argument. But you will mess up. Ubon say obako ye bibi topic be and say obe can be. Some case be beba. Emma obako can be. Obe mess it up. And once you mess up, afe you know, obon say nkwala na ebedidi watem. Nkwala na ebedidi watem na when you make ase. And we have seen it recently happening left, right, center. Rasta guy, you know. Rasta guy, you know. You want to discredit me. You don't even want to mention my name. But it would do my term, making me like, where on call university, Rasta guy, you know. Then no name, Rasta guy, you know. Our person of war Vietnam, Rasta Ugumenimas. Una obegu in mass. University no now the as the criteria. NTR who say I don't have the right or the authority to talk about nutrition. So our university, from University of Cape Coast to University of Ghana, professors no ATM. And a professors no de menama man crofo omo frame omo je ayaresa. So who are you? My degree is here in my spine, 33. Today is the 41 day of no food. Yes, we are 40 days. Today, I am a 41 day. And I'm not eating until I make sure they confess everything. I am not eating until Babylon system falls, until they confess. This is how you bring the Jericho wall down. It's not by gun. It is not by coup. Revolution is about bringing light into you to resurrect the dead waters. It is not about gun. Your people will bring you down. Because once it's some margin, what do you do nearby? Obey me ruling for 20 years. Who free one, they will go back to their evil ways. Even whilst I was they will connive with one day on Benyaun. That approach can never help nobody. The wisdom and knowledge and understanding and edible of mine. So it signals a transformative era beginning around 2012, 2021, making a shift toward spiritual evolution. Evolution, another word that you hear every day. Evolution. Evolution is about the feminine energy. Evolution is about awakening of the feminine energy, because the left brain has been ruling for years, for centuries. It's about time for the feminine. Ekunyane ya omodia, enomode ekunyane jayen. Omode ekunyane jayen no, ya mess it up. Abrewetia, it is about time for her to take her stool, take her throne back. That is evolution. Eve must take place. Because Onwa no yeding. Oma will follow ye. Onwa also sorry to sit at the right hand side of the Father. Feminine energy, and I was sure marking a shift towards spiritual evolution, feminine energy, and you know, and inner consciousness. Also known as the white sun or flower sun. This era emphasizes the rise of mystic traditions. And that's what I'm giving to you. To be a mystic, not a worshipper. Emphasizes the rise of a mystic tradition, intuitive knowledge, and the internalizing of personal power. Internal. Internalizing. And you have to to me will be seek power baby. Where to crying in our north, in our south, in our chisa one say will be she baby, power. This is the time for internalizing your personal power. And now your numerology, most numerology no amount for number 8 is missing. Number 8 is missing in their numbers as their karmic lessons number. Number 8, and those who have the 8 also in their names also, they don't know what to do to maintain that personal power. 8 is H. Ubia H. What would you mubiano? Number 8. No. H. The Joseph. H womb. That means you have number 8. It means you have to work on your what? Personal power. And somebody also have no H. Just like my name, no H. So I have to come and look for that personal power within me. Seriously. I knew this thing long time. After calculating my name, I realized that I'm missing 8 identity because na me chinchin the door. Maybe I may call me face more powerful. Na me to me call Togo, Benin, Nigeria, they north, south, everywhere, Baliga, everywhere, thinking that to me do a baby. Say na me cry me chum mo cry minima dear chum. And then when I said I'm not going again, everything started to make sense. I started solving problems, including mine. Internalizing of personal power, moving humanity from materialistic focus of the 5th sun toward a more harmonious existence. That's it. And that is where we are now. A materialistic focus. And there. Now Betiane say, me work house 3, me work house 4, me work Chrysler, Lamborghini, me was Rolls Royce. People brag to the extent that those who call themselves spiritual gurus, they even come and do fashion. They wear fashion and they banter another person who is not even in their, category or line of work. Eco competition on material things. Me was shoe check me shoe, check me say, ban fashion, me na me ye God or fashion, me na me ye Lord, me na me really, me car no, me say materialistic focus, putting pressure on the youth of today. And by all means, by all costs, a 21-year-old boy also want to make sure he makes that kind of money. What do you expect society will turn into? Prostitution will be on the rise because that young girl wants iPhone 13 Pro Max, 17 Pro Max, they have to go and do liposuction. They have to talk their belly. They have to do all these things just to please men to get money so that they can further acquire their materialistic, aims and goals. The youth will be browsing, will be doing all kinds of things just to make money. Traveling from here and there. Looking for gurus. Miss me. And that is what they want. They don't want. Buame. Membuani ba. Emma unko say mu. Membuao. Emma waje. You become a mystic once again. And that is what I've been doing. The days of pray for me, the days of buame is over. On say we could be in fa. 6 son and buy no pay. Sa frequency no. Ya cancel no. It was a collective agreement between the sons of light. Collective world agreement. Ye na by agreement. Intine buame me ko baby ne abuame no. Sani Emano, Ukokoto Boshum, Abodiabano, it's over. So sometimes you wonder why I've been everywhere and it's still not happening. It's over. That frequency is dead. Ijai, nyobe yebia nyejuma. Oh na ufi say baby I'll call na eboao, and yomono moboao, and your trading upon yankopon and eboao, umreno na aso. Where umre na aso. But we call something placebo effect. Placebo effect. Ufi say omono moboao, e wutim. I say wako pharmacy. Na utiya woya na yama para. Yama para no ana say painkiller no. Onomo ye no. Odin so no go so no. Na uti no ba fom. Within 5 minutes, uti ne ba fom. Pains ne ba fom. Ti ba fom no free say para na eboa wo. Enye para na eboa wo. Eye nsuo no a onomo ye no na eboa wo because water is light. It's called placebo effect. Where JD pa say para na beboa wo. Eno nti na uti no ko fom. Into own say within 1 hour now uti na say we bio. Dehydration. You need to drink that water again because you have a lot of mucus within you, which is dragging, pulling your brain power. So therefore, brothers and sisters, enuanom, my neighbors, and then my lovers. That is the meaning of adofo. Adofo means a lover of love. Mwa do ewe of love. Mwa do ewe mumu. Ewe mumu. The mwa do mumu no. Mo do no. The mwa mo bitimi so ayden. Ado mo neighbors. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Today, I'll be talking about what they are doing to the indigenous people. Because what they are doing to them is the same thing that they did to us. And there, yababedu baby abedu ya, yare, abebrese, kranko, yare, you know, or how abeda yeso, prostate cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cyst, fibroids, asthma, pneumonia, sickle cell, HIV, gonorrhea, low sperm count. A 25-year-old now sperm teaspoon, which is very sad when it used to be 400 million. It's because of what? Deception. Babylon system. They have to use universities and church, building church and universities to deceive the people continually. And their friend said the devil has deceived the whole world, including the very elect. Ain't you know? Deception, no? Ebekoswa koso. Na was say yen no ye ejumano. Ye ejumano the system no be back down. And then the time will come, the curriculums will change. The institutions will be there. Yen to me bubu. It will be there, but we are going to use the institutions almost no, now to do what? Reverse things to the old no see you. But after na sorry no be started chere about kaniano. After universities no started chere about kaniano. Sanity. And then there will be a lot of parks and gardens that children will go and ground themselves and play barefooted and have connection with the earthly mother kingdoms. Oh my days. And I will be around to see these days happening. It is happening on a fast pace. We have 50 more years to go to smile. I will be around to see that all these things happen. I will never eat until I see one confession coming. And I will not even eat even after I see that confession coming. And that is about HIV. Yes, yesterday they have to confess about COVID. Omo that COVID nano nankasano in there. me sorry how much in a daho conference, press conference, or kind of noom. And chemotherapy. They are confessing about chemotherapy. Yesterday too, it was so lovely. We are living in a beautiful era. Almost say, $450 million from chemotherapy. And you know what? Their aim is to destroy you. Cancer fighting cells, you know. I friend T cells now. A woman, the lymphocytes, a woman. The chemotherapy, you know. Who feel say, who government, you know, a dog. Who feel say, dog. As for our government, they are the friends from puppet, and near the bedroom, no, near America, the bedroom, no, and no major tomb. Into crap they mean blame because they don't do any research. America say J-Drew where and J modality where and no major tomb because all them out no assign then amount sika emu drew J 1 million billion whatever dollars 2 billion politician ni bia ni one more be $2 billion $1 million na ye the poison man say on fan warning crop for ye di machine bi amano say on fan man crop for onje now 5,000 Ghana crap no be beton 5,000 obi beton 5,000 Ghana obi beton now ye the $1 million bre politician so onje draw we na on fan experiment. Chemotherapy is an acidic approach. It destroys the inner cells within you. It gives you the way for any other thing to come and attack you. And into no because chemotherapy more because of calcium build up. Because of what calcium no the cane, calcium no the skeletal system, asa. I don't know sap mine, I don't know asa mine. The skeletal system na wo the hidden aunfa weni hu but otumu the skeleton they destroy all your calcium. Now more regina tutu more regina betutu otrin wi nyina betutu weni echi mi obi bia betutu. What does it mean? Now the part that say meye chemo no akot na o na the chemo because you no I catch them and say that is the last measure. That is the last alternative. Bibi anyone more betumi den asa we are rare free cancer we mu. Onu an cause cancer ne ma wo. Onu an catch them will say did say 3 times daily. Onu an catch them will say wo die si chire be boa wo. And I could die no cancer per dead cells, free radicals, amo per on one year and only me say obeba into no we see hospital or train obeba oba ye no or sign round because sign a doctors no yes say round use fear tactics, tell the people that they are going to die. There's nothing that they can do. My busianin soon. Maybe Siano area and home. Maybe Siano ko bobesia. Let them have fear in them. Fear is Satan. It's a wrong electricity. And it kills. You know, why then? What cast the spell? What two withdraw? They cast spell on you. That is the meaning of spell. They cast spell on you by the words that they say. Doctor not to withdraw no. What to withdraw? Into who's our hospital no, who free honomo, pet, who's our popo, won't say when inji, yatu a drone no, a shriner or a juju. It comes in different forms. The highest a grow through a fear. What to a draw? Into a corner a catcher will say when you're HIV, you know. Honumano waiting and watching you. Oh, popo, giddy. Because of person or the fear no essay immune system feather. Instead of also trail baby, I are in fee. No trail with Yanya obedi. No trail how to build back your lymphocytes, your T cells. so that your white blood cells can increase and fight anything that is not good in the temple. On forward junior kokra, and or start to say all promote two pictures at the mouth of our pictures of people that have their ribs out, don't pay, ninyama. Oko office no grab pictures in the board, no pictures in the board, man for a phone, and all those things. We are no catch it say and yes, sisi akra de duro ho no na o fa e beboa o boa obi anyone who afa say duro a etimi aboa no go and check it out. The more o fa no, the more I say with system, because it is made from what? A venom. AZT. AZT is made from an Asian snake venom. Be anyone who mean the Holy Spirit is working. AZT is made from venom of a snake. It's in a poison pet and a tumima onipa that's a color eshe. No you tum. Into no fine no won't say color nasa. Nanka uya nipa o jeje kakra. Uya nipa uya chocolate kakra. Nanka o color no a coffee kakra. Nanka o color no ukra uya tum na some way be. Utuntum na some way be. I say why ash be? Yeah, ash. So ash. That's where the word come from. Ash, wash it. And so into you see our color na why and so owo na cover one. We start to say oh for a mundo. You are dying. Oh shit. We are kokwa wash ya tum. That is what happens. Oh kun no. And so no, wa promo to and a wakasa very beautiful. We see, mami nesti. Oh, you need papa, mami nesti because you're the nest for you're training more. These are the witches. You're raising more witches. You're raising more witches. The training more how to speak so very beautifully. Kasade no de chreo. Oh, cool no. And so no, or kasa nicely at the chreo. When we say mami nesti no, or you're a very good person. That is what happens. The Babylon system is a vampire. These are the antichrists. But you are waiting for an animal or something to come from the sea and say, I am antichrist. Antichrist is anybody, any institution who is against the light. Anti-Christ. Christ is light. Anyone who is against the light. It could be your best friend. It could be your wife. It could be your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. It could be your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your father, your mother. That person is an anti-Christ. Then they become a pro-Christ. Pro-Christ. Bronsam is wrong energy, wrong electricity. When electricity is not being distributed properly to all the various constituencies and it stays at one place, it causes power surge. And that is what we call Satan. Satan is electricity, wrong electricity. That is why Satan, anytime I want Satan, you are drawn red. Red is electricity. Too much power. Obi our too much power. Obi our too much power. Or Satan. So it could be your pastor right now. It could be your CEO right now. It could be your manager right now. It could be your husband right now. It could be your wife right now. It could be your government, your government right now, your president. It could be your minister, your MP, your assemblyman, your imam, who is abusing electricity, power. That person is Satan. You need to distribute it. Charity begins at home. Here, charity begins at home. This is the home of Bethlehem. This is the Bethlehem, the home of bread, wisdom. Christ was born in Bethlehem, here. And the solar plexus, the house of bread. So, they went to the indigenous people, because once they finish with the indigenous people, they know that they have done their work. They went to the Maasai. We start with the Maasai. The Maasai were the strongest tribe in the whole of Africa and even world. UNESCO Fuankasa no Mwendo Soye, that statement. Strong people who were able to jump into the sky 6 feet. For thousands of years, the Maasai been living on 3 foods only. Three items, liquids, 2 liquids, raw milk, raw blood from the cows, and raw meat. Only 3. The Maasai were powerful people. Let me solve this puzzle. They were powerful people. They live and live and live and live. They never cook food. Everything was raw. The milk and fermentia, they drink it as curds, as kefir, different, all over the world. Everybody was on raw. The Pakistani people who raised the goats, the Maasai, the cows and the goats. We were shepherds. Now if your Bible no man who say that fictitious character no crap on Yesu okra ojain. We were all shepherds, we were Essenes. You come moi. That's all we were living on. The mix of animals, the raw honey, once it is in season, wild. And that's what the Maasai, the Samburu, the Himba tribe, and the Haja, and all these tribes were doing, the Mongolian tribe. And then 10,000 years ago, I don't know who discovered how to make fire. And that's it. And from there, it lost its purpose. It lost its purpose. Once we discovered fire, everything started going down. Humanity shifted from the raw food into what? A more destructive food. The fire was made to keep you warm, to release the infrared light from the woods. Because the flame that is coming from the fire is what? Is infrared light. It is the same sun's energy. Through combustion. Listen carefully. We are dealing with science, not gimmicks. So the same energy is what you want to release so that it can keep you warm during the winter times, during the harsh weather. This is what the natives were doing when the fire came. They were not using it to cook none of their foods. Centuries after centuries, then we started to cook. Somebody told us when you cook the meat, it's going to taste well. When you cook the fish, it's going to taste well. When you cook this and that, and then we started cooking. And once we started cooking, we started denaturing the proteins. Once you cook, you denature. Listen to the word. Nature. Cooking, denature. What's saying nature? What's saying in Bobre? The creative life, Bobre. What's saying Bobre no? The molecules. How the proteins must be arranged. The hydrogen bonds, the oxygen bonds, the carbon, the saturated fats, the polyunsaturated. What's saying in Bobre? Into what my body now? Body no? Or brain and or kind. Who did ya? Would the my body and say on kind? Food is information. Until I start here, no, make them cook food kakra because when you watch our video, the ones me and Judy culture in Bigogwe, when we were with the cows, I did the lessons on that. The best form of food is raw food. But I can't take you there right away because programming now was, I need to delete certain files as I made the alcohol. With that being said, I don't say, oh yeah, we'll scramble eggs now. It's not going to help you. It's going to help you far better than the carbs. It's going to help you far better than the carbs. But you are going to use also a lot of enzymes from your own body. The body always have to create enzymes to break down that proteins. The same thing when you cook the carbs, the starches. Your body is going to also release a lot of amylase to break down that sugar. So both ways you are losing. But the difference is that the proteins, they have a lot of electrons than the carbs. That's why a lot of people are doing well on the proteins and the fats. But that is not the ultimate way. That is not the ultimate order by the creation. The creation, nobody's supposed to cook. Use the fire in a different form to boil your waters, to sanitize your waters. If you feel like they are contaminated, to keep the bonfire, to sit down and enjoy the infrared light to penetrate your bones, to charge your cells, and other industrial purposes, but not to cook, to denature your proteins. Once you do that, the enzymes that will make you live longer, the enzymes that will make you go to the higher dimensions, you are always employing them to come and digest your food. It puts too much weight on your soul, your energetic system. To break down food because any enzymes, but raw food has its own enzymes. So your brain does not have to lose energy. The enzymes within the raw foods, raw eggs, raw liver, raw meat, raw cheese, raw everything raw, coconuts, seasonal foods, raw. They have their own enzymes. Nti aboa bia ni ono mo a sebe kwakwa to saucepan. Me hu aponche an kwa market da. Aponche. Ma kwa market. Me hu aponche a okwa market. Double a okwa market. So kwakwa to ebiane ingredient. Double akoto spices. I confirm ekura magi me hu bi da. Me hu nantwie so okobo nkwan. Nantwie so okobo fufuo. It's only human beings. When we say woody beans, me ensan bewu. When we say beans, governor woody no. When we say offer raw, me ensan pe. Na wo mre woody. Ebe kum. Odi padasani ebe tumi kum. These things are all toxic. That we have to do a whole lot of things to cook it, to destroy, to denature, in order for us to consume. Na prior na creating infections amaye. I don't know ye promote wachi, jollof. This where they Ghana there, where they Ghana food, where they anything obi we see jollof no. Obi see jollof no obi edi. Jollof na nkasa asem wo ho, na ya san huresi mu. Na ya san adam. Jollof no asem wo ho. Denaturing mucus forming foods. Number 1. Na ya san flipping, ya flipping forward, ya flipping backwards. Na ya adam. I'm paying for. nkwala omo barista omo ebimu ewo Instagram account omo bostu omo bostu wo Instagram omo ya de share ya flippy esi jollof mu e ma de share mba kwabrani afa rubber bag obi afa bottle e ma osisa jollof nu gu bottle nu mu okwa ko dini for na watche or the question in fridge mu obedini when I watch it. If it's a streamer, a YouTuber, akwala kotwa 21 years, eguri ejina jollof mu. Nti akoye nshira. Jollof na ya anointing jollof. Anointed jollof. Nti obia ADB. What a joke. You see how materialistic has taken over just because somebody makes millions of dollars in a week by streaming, by making mockery of you. You see how everybody, the attention, everybody is rallying around this stupidity. You see, what is the impact? Bisa say, what is the impact on the health and the minds of the people by this youth boy? In paying for ekra nyaamo ne beda free in paying for nyaamo ne beda married woman, a 21-year-old boy married in paying for amunya omo ne beda. Yeah, very sad. That means usika you can do anything. Usika now you're 7-year-old 10-year-old, that means you can do anything to anybody. Anyway, we move. Ain't you know, this is what happens. The Maasai, they fooled the Maasai who was eating only 3 foods, who was without wrinkles, whose jaw, whose face was like that, trim and square jaw, broad face, matured face, but smooth, with eyes clear, blinking, piercing eyes. I have the old pictures of the Maasai before the colonizers came. I'm dressing, is say, you know. Then I just I'm dressing. Because at that time, you know, I'm conquer what we call this harsh so-called weather. Or I want the Maasai. See, I want the Maasai. Into Yakoma Maasai. Shoka, Yakoma Maasai into ma. I'm on tired now who knows say, you know, and yeah, no moshe. Maasai in Shem Pabwa. You see, I'm Maasai, Eshe, we Lori tie. Maasai, Eshe, Afro Moses. Maasai, who was grounded, now is wearing Afro Moses. Or Lori tie. Maasai is no more that man we know. Omudi broke on Maasai for. From the day Omudi broke on Maasai for, no more the essentially come. That was the end. Maasai started say to. And there Maasai ni and sing na crooked. E bi we chire, e bi we nim, some way bi. Michia mo Rwanda. Na me kra mo na me reho. Maasai ni a me pesa me kwasra omo ni. We are me pesa me kwasra omo ni. I'm moving me post me kwasra omo bi. Because when I go there, I might probably be beaten or something like that. Because me who American. Maasai, Puni, Maasai and Nam Kigali. Or Tom Pabwa. How? Maasai or Tom Pabwa. Maasai Tom Pabwa. The band is saying, me sing it to me siashe. Maasai akotna cafeteria odi fries, potato fries. Maasai. Now we are hini, we are this year. Ewo krum, onum raw milk. Maasai na kwakotna onuma, onum esichiri. That is what happens to indigenous people. Afi Maasai, I catch them and say, Mama, nye jume biya, she say livestock open. Maasai are done farmer. Maasai bro. It's you know, they are having less cows, less goats, less sheep. They are having farms now. Until I'm paying for no, the last generation now in paying for no, you see, 100, 99, 80 there, almost quite no generation about 50 years plus no, one say. Maasai now has become obese. Maasai, after the nurses for our community to come and educate their children on how to live. How? That is what they did to the Maasai. And then Maasai and to me and causes feet nibio. Ama apalakotwa eko huri chen omo. Ni owuri ajolof no mu a eko huri chen Maasai. Uhuri ya na wa yebe wini wono na ya de woyere ama no. For girlfriend and say woyere na de wa ama. That is like a competition. Me huri chen wa meje wo girl. It was a game there. You see Maasai atenase Emma jollof riano etumi ehuri achen omo. Emma oje omo girls, but ontumi from omonko baby. But it is very sad to watch that video. Say Maasai ejina ho ama oho aba behuri achen no. Akwala kotwa ni height endu baby a o Maasai were 6 feet. Maasai, you are not able to go higher than your height. You must be higher than your height. I'm on the high jump by. I'm on to see 4. I'm on the high jump by. High jump 6 feet. I'm going to high jump no. And I brought for the share soon. I'm going to call yes. I'm going to call Olympics. They're very sad. Until there, Obehu Obi. Or a giant and so near ahoden no calcium oni bi oni ahoden ugbehu obi wa bo and so near ahoden cause ne physics no okura no materialistic physics or the gym na ko build no and so no oni ahoden ankasa on to maintenance 24 hours 48 hours 72 hours. Also your berma and so on to maintain 72 hours without food. Or berma you'll be able to make a chicken. You'll be all come for. And you'll be a chicken. As woman still solid. Maybe it's something who they be I keep on changing. And then I can say that dedicate me home. Say me da my bread. My boy Juma. Me die, I'm sorry, Masai can see you. Sanity. Ubeka say me didi. More hours, man. Sa will be because when you say me sorry, me live we are I'll go and answer them. But Masa beauty biom. Another time we go home. No matter train me biom, any ma komu pa. Baka say sana me tie. Change is constant. Nature always changes itself. Just like the season, nature, just like the moon phases. You will see a crescent moon, you will see a waning moon, a waxing moon, before you will see new moon, boom, 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 full moon. Sana me metia. The ochina be hu ochina no, asesen biom. Because ochina no, me what dimension ameko. From 3 foods, you see how Maasai is cooking now. Now let me tell you something about salt. Mineral salt. Salt is very important. Yes, very, very important. Because you already have salt inside of you. But when you cook, you destroy the salt within the food. So mineral salt na ewo aduane mu enkyene ensuo no ensese wuchi no aye mineral salt ewo mu these are what you call the cell salts. Amono mo ba. So when we anepe enam no enkyere na efiri mu. On say enam na nye de biom. Enti no be say e de back a na wo say wo de enkyere additional enkyere account biom because the salt has been lost through evaporation. Because ensuo and I form crystals. And that is what gives communication. And then my yadreno, any yadreno, the kra omukasa to communicate between the neurons. So once you cook, you destroy the mineral salt, whether it is fish, whether it is meat, and whether it is eggs. So you have to add additional salt. And yes, untmindi. Right? But if you don't cook them, you will see that say raw eggs has its own salt. The white around the yolk, very, very salty. And yes, salt 100%. And that is what brings the healing to raw eggs. Skin kama, we need shiny fine, we need cause you are best like that of a serpent. Clear and sun. It brings you enlightenment. Into inchene ewo nkosuani mu dada. There is potassium, there is sodium, there is calcium, magnesium. These 4 major electrolytes already is in the egg white and in the egg yolk. But who the sijaswa, you destroy them into the nyede. To also the inchene count. And until I start to say yedi inchene. Into inchene is very important. And to say who did now when the inchene you are going to have what we call numbness. Because a salt no na a prevent numbness no. So if you are not cooking, then you don't need the salt. Then one sebe abodie no ene emwa ni nyina no oni omo ayepe because omo ndi nchene sa in the wild. Near your mom nchene no a domestic ones no because the type of nhaban also omo nkasa omo di a omo benya omo nchene no. Ye mom ho kwan ma omo roam about. Sene be ya omo nkasa omo peke nhaban bi. Inti haban nyina no ni anchene wo mu pa no sa haban no na a very good medicine. There is a herb called inchenenengo. Some people call it ope esiakwa. It's for typhoid fever and malaria. Ono no opebre around this season nyina no ni leaves no in haban no bon say kama hamatan to me no kra if no ope esiakwa if you have been for friend ope esiakwa but ebi mu asante atin so mo frɛ no enchenenengo. Why? Because okra a lot of salt no na ye adwuma no onu ne nti a bitter leaf oposa bitter leaf a ye adwuma sisi a na a cleanse wo na say na aman fifrete wo no because bitter leaf has a lot of what salt in them. It has salt and it has also potassium combine and man here there no into the chile there we are by chile there because in Chile the taste of in Chile no a bitter into aban bia na a bitter no it has more salt, more sodium, a pure, a simple as that. This is science. And until bitter leaf alata for no a bitter leaf sa no ye juma oposa sisi na onoma na say obon say na fifre chew gidigidi e salt na yesa enti no say one person obedi nchene dia na open the right amount of sodium and chloride and all those things in the right amount by nature, then you have to go raw. There's salt inside raw milk. And into aqualanum nufusu, ne mami nufusu pisiana or that. Because salt, mineral salt, depression, anxiety, every also. And yet you'll be hospital near the Chinese in super or red that's here. The pains from the accident in I want to see I know I feel no idea. No other. Salt is the king when it comes to electrolyte. Or no or train other nutrients in either edura umu. In China near woodino and fat into benya ulcer. We started once a bit remedy for ulcer. In catch them say, ah, muntiemi, utiemi, ubenya or then solution. Or ulcer, actually say, umun chineno, mineral salt no, very low. But I won't say a dada. Ya two way through no. Entino usro in chine, rather, ope sichire. Media mean persichere, media mean persichere, but odiamo. A sichire, udi baire, a sichire, udi brodia, a sichire, udi banchi, a sichire, udi brodo, a sichire. All these foods are going to do what? Dilute your electrolyte, your salt. And so with time, you know, instead of your stomach should have only salt water, which is called hydrochlorides, acids, you know, gastric juices, hydrochloride, HCl, no, afe, you know, ubon se, uyefunu no, insuo na ewo mu no, abedani inchini insuo, abedani sugar water. Glucose has taken over you. Ebana sanwa, you are paving way for the bacteria called H. pylori. You are paving the way for the bacteria H. pylori. Our small intestines anymore. Our hodada, mene wina, our all the time. Our juma and also a pylori. It's not your enemy. But pylori, who say, kwaya babedaho. Because a higher acidic here. Nanchinin so a honomwa. Pylori. On to me and to quine and your stomach. Your small intestines. I know your stomach. Na me ya. Your stomach. It is a trend here back up. Say it here. Obia, we stomach nankasano. A trend here. But see how we eat. We overeat to expand it. And you know, who say pylori who say a hormone, aye too much sugar ya. Or no so pesichiri, or bebaho. Or baby didi a situation or na watanaho. Why we come no. Na fe no, odidi we are na wa kreti ekuro ewo stomach lining no mu. And I'm friend ulcer. Nti afe moko eto uyemu a usiboi kakaduro usiboi. Anything that is pungent, anything that is sharp, no yedin. Bia alcohol no pe. Ekutu alcohol no ma, pineapple alcohol no ma. Bibia no yedin kakra bi no. Na che say wo you don't know what to do. Wa untumi ndidi wo krom. Oso a oba be didi kra na ya asem. Odwen. That is all. That's the meaning of ulcer. So how do you reverse this situation? By reintroducing mineral salts inside your system. By letting go the sugar and all sugary food, the carbs. By getting our complete package, the detox. Into no more for detox no pe no more atom. Into detox no first of all no ebe wash it. Pylori ne free all. Now you know, the next day, no one started to say, who did he correct? Strictly on the proteins, because sugar be in him. And then your salt. If you can go on the raw eggs and you're faster, you be on raw eggs fasting. Boom, because you have to say 6, no one no. Sa comment the one was an ubum say you'll be healed right now. Sugar na bad down. Because sugar no. I don't say if you no. I don't say if you bones mo, if you are bones mo in your adipose tissues for years. Into there be a way na into your tissues, into your brain, into your bones, everywhere. Baby sugar will be na kakra na cut down, na healing take place. It takes time to fix damaged things. The one day na bubu edan na, but ye ba be seen for it takes time. Some people just want magic overnight. No, beside how long? How long? Doctor, how long? And I'm here how long? Infections, how long? I'm going to mom deadlines. O say no. One man deadline. O so say so many years. Unya botre to destroy yourself. After about being a group papa, Ubisa say how long? Because you want to go to Dubai. Then I hear who say who was syphilis, you who say who infections. Into no what the how long be ha me? Me na me ma o yare no. Me na me ma o yare no. Me na what the how long be ha me adwene. How long? What the 10 years, 20 years, I say we there. Energy drink. Go there. Watch it. All these things has created so many bacteria inside of you, infections. And I say where we are. Now ukwa to point half an hour where who say na you have infections, say my own corner. What the how long be hammy? Until me top package now how long? Me the mechanical crash me jamenum. No, almost say wow. I like your honesty. Me jamenum and can't say ebeko 1 week time, ebeko 2 weeks time. You cannot give God deadline. Why you Bonnie? Go and sin no more. And then keep on doing the right thing to yourself. Follow the guidelines. Be under the light. Do your cold shower to create more immunity for you. White blood cells. Cold shower will raise your white blood cells more and more. Keep on doing these things. Keep on grounding. I am introducing you back again to the heavenly kingdom and the earthly kingdom. That's it. And so that their will be done. Internalizing said, I better take you with 3 months. Now visa no, I expire. I don't care. Do the right thing. And yet Dubai and Kwan and I will call be ye. A man for Guhonomo. I want to me point to a draw. A man for Guamon to me into a draw. Mitra my dear free. Cody way. Only couple of better draw. The Ashay team say at all costs no. Ukwa Brichia and no. Sometimes the message is telling you to focus on your health. Nanya botre. Kopem time I beto won't we are. By the time I beto on a best shock you say, Quine be a crap or Ghana, I'm out. Quine no be, I'm out. I'm out when you see catching will be out. Say be or Dubai, or UAE, or Saudi, will be or USA. Now only will be as Obisha Demus is here our America. Yes, sending is free Ghana, and Sana Wodi. You call your wire transfer, your wire sika mano, ewo bank, a mano, ewo USA, and Sana Wodi, or to America. So once you become upright, be our better piano, you can make it. I can make it anywhere. Anywhere. So this is the remedy for the ulcer person. Aside from buying our product, you can also change your lifestyle and then you have your freedom. Now, once the Messiah started to eat like this, their health started deteriorating, lifespan started reducing. Lifespan reduced, yeah. Messiah reduced their age until now. Sisiano, ye Amadani tourist site, tourist attraction. People just go there because of their way, the way they dress, and because of their lifestyle, culture, and mano. But In actuality, what you are seeing is not Maasai culture. Not the original, authentic culture. That's it. You know, they finished the Maasai. In the next 10 years, the elders will die. Elders in Nabeko. Omo 60 years. Because I have seen their pictures. They're very sad. And I've seen them hustling everywhere. I've seen them. Uganda, I've seen them. I've seen them in Rwanda. I've seen the Maasai. They're very bad. They are gone. They are finished. Do you think all these stories now no? Yes, mom. Yes, mom. Yes, mom, papa. Sana yes, so esuma obi ba wa bra bo mu so mbese no. Sa yes, mom baby. Ya na yes, mom be bi. No memma we duane bone na say. Won say kwa aware no mu na o say unya diabetes. Wanuama wa magia, wanuama wa starch ya fufu ya no guso nuama wo. Obi wo no ma oba me nchen na ne yire dwa. Ne yire dwa adenti because obi ama no ba benya ahoden. Obi wo no ma onyanka ne kunu ti wheelchair mu. Ne kunu ti wheelchair mu. So na be ya obetumi ya den etieti ano so. I am telling you, I have seen people coming here, couples will come here, they will go a drone ya de bema say enfamo bema no, onfama no, but no. I have seen it several times. And so bedi ni kunu echi aba hanu mote so pedro ama ni kunu. Nti mo nhwe ne yie. The devil comes in a different forms in your marriage, workplace, different forms in our society. As culture, as tourist attraction. They say, yeah, happy tourists, yeah, streaming, you know, vlog, YouTuber. Then no alcohol no more, no money no more. Yeah. They go and present seed oils to the Maasai. You see what they are doing to the Haja? Oh no, my Haja for no. Haja for the hunters, gatherers. Oh no, my you see Haja for no the macaroni. Haja. Now Haja is eating macaroni. Haja owning macaroni di. Oh sorry, or you're grounded. I'm one of them pabwa come Haja for. I'm de pabwa, I'm de say a whole lot of synthetic things. You start to say yeah near the and crap no. And I say who ye. Chance yeah they come out indigenous people no. Aluminium pans, the most cheapest pans. Masai in Chinese you use cheap aluminium. A bro, no more can a bro, pap, no moody. No more emo. All these heavy metals destroying their brains. And go see honoma near the sneakers, bar, chocolate, be near their common, no moody. You see videos of Maasai young guys, now bro, for form, a young dead. First time Mubabe real bruni. Maasai, Yamani Coca-Cola, any dead. They finished with them. Now it is the Haja. Haja, so they finished with them. You see the latest videos. Haja. Obati honomo, macaroni oniano. They bet to me they are serving a infie. Debre. So Haja. Mombano started to say, hey, yare. So our boy now, we say he nearly lost his child recently. It's a bad food. The bread, no more breastfeeding. Right now, when you look at the children, they look like 7. You know, very bad. They are fan on there. They didn't ya born a tie. Yeah, they didn't too quiet. They didn't go Philippines. Ne mano. Chinese if we biani, near man say, none near J, near Kisino. You no. But this is the what? The time. The time has come. Everything will reverse. We are what we call the Armageddon time now. These are the last days. The last days, Montia said, is the last days of the what? The Babylon system. It's either you are with them or you are not. You are with the Christ. Either you go with them and perish with them, or you become one of the Christ, one of the Essenes, where you will live long and long and long. And then the children that will come after, which is our children, they are coming to experience what we call the 1,000 age. Yen papa no mo de o ma say o mo awie obi wo no man over 80 years afena wate no kra we wa say ni organs na awie o nya no saa wacha no e bia 10 years 15 years bi ba be kan age ho. It's all right. E bia wa me hu no kra na anka o this year nti no it's all right. You are extending your man some 10 years be at the account to enjoy, because almost say your liver, almost say your organs in every, and there's nothing that you can do. It's more 20s, more. Congratulations. Start working on yourself now. More 30s, congratulations. More 40s, congratulations. Start working on yourself now. And you have centuries ahead of you. We are the macrobians. There's nothing more important than health. You think you don't have problem? You think your problem is about, it's about money, it's about visa, it's about going to here, it's about job. You think it's about marriage. No. That's not your problem. Wait until you are sick. And some who says, a problem back open our. It's about life, how to live. How to live. You see, they can solve so many things. They can create so many phones. They can do all kind of technological things. How to do this brain, how to do this assembly this, robotic this and that. A whole lot of things, technological things. Satellite, this, they can go to the moon, but how to live? They cannot. How to live? Elon Musk cry up on us, the most brainiest, whatever, genius, or not or lower back pain until now. Or Kasa, on say, or Tony Bopa, no Kasa, or lower back pain, severe one, or not Kasa crap on no, Neba during COVID time, Elon Musk, Neba during COVID time, because he has no knowledge about how to live, but our knowledge about how to go to the moon. Here. No sa no kra we no, yamfa masikafo. The truth shall be revealed to the babes and the suckling. Ya no mereke. Ya no raw goat milk, raw cow milk. No, and I truth near the Bemaya, Yamfa Mausikeni. It is very difficult for the rich man to enter into the kingdom. It's very easy for the camel to go through the eye of the needle. Man, Tiasia, I don't say Sikanyo, because some could this Sikanechi first. Who could this Sikanechi first, sir? And ya dear, Sanu Crewe, who bet you assume 100%. Cheremisikeni be our Ghana, I'll bet me I am fully grounded. Chreme politician is fully grounded upon a pajero, Obekase Obe humble no. Chreme Sikeni be they can never do that. A politician can never walk upright to the fullness unto them funny ne cry and in adrenaline and in na rade. They will use half until and ya full access to the kingdom. They cannot. Nicodemus style. And go and sell all your property. Na bedi mechi. Unto me da. Unto me. Nti omo de omo di aduane no fine. Kongo, yeah, me di aduane no. Oh, grounded in the kakra me ye me gusu. Me ye. Kakra sa net ye. Nti ubonwa na also improvement aba. Ubonwa na asa be catch us say improvement about so ba could be yen ya say to me go fully. Me catch no. Amono just we are here to extend the light will extend their lifespan to another 5 to 10 years. Now going to me then at least nana no any months and marco. They can't. It is great humility to let go fully and give all your heart and all your mind and all your soul to what? To God, or to that energy, that supreme consciousness. I don't know, catch it up or no. I want to mean, yeah. And it's all right. Until more share me, I'm youthful. Start to work towards your freedom. Freedom. And you'll be no other man. Freedom. O President Anthony Mouse have freedom, no. O be no other mouse have freedom, no. You have to take it by force. Take it by force. That is how you take the kingdom. By force. O be Anthony Mouse. You have to be what? Independent. Live simple. Truth is an experience. Live simple. Go back to your village. Get your best friend. Convince your best friend. Obi owu sika kakra. Namon fe sikamba together. Namon copy an acre. Namon si mo single, simple room be insiso. You have your toilet. You have your bathroom. And make sure you wall the place. And get yourself your goat. Get yourself your goat and your sheep. Get yourself your chickens, your ducks. And use their raw eggs. By the time you are going to get your milk, everything from this animal, food, everything. That is what is written, Proverbs 27:27. There will be abundance of goat milk for you and your household, your maiden, everybody. Life is very simple. And kofasika over say uni bibia akwakoye o baby. And I'm not against you traveling. Uni business deal be na ye ade a wo kwakwa som obi. Na ya ma wa mu adi e we dwuma mu na wo de ayare de a menua sa 100,000 Ghana cedis na abeto won no. Don't waste that money. Fasasika no ko ukura ase. And if your father or your grandfather has an access to land, go and tell them to give you some. 2 acres, 3 acres, 5 acres. The bigger, the better. So officer ukuro muno so na one pair. Bibia ne ha. Go somewhere else. Volta, Inzima, Azim, Babia. Make sure that you are living in a very good environment in terms of water and everything. Good weather. Nanya wasase and start to live simple. Plant fruit trees, lemons, soursop, pawpaw, coconuts, bitter oranges, fruit trees. You don't destroy the land. Just fruit trees, avocado, because there are levels. Your children will come. You might migrate from the fruit to the milk only. So become a what? A shepherd. Osoria. Play with the animals. Be around them. Learn from them. Walk with them. Sit down. Rub them. Unio mundiagro. Unia ponchino banundiagro. Feel their energy. They will absorb all your energy and then they will ground it. That is all. They will ground it. Whilst you are also grounded, your energy goes higher. Also, okay, that's it. Just yesterday, some parents came from Sunyani all the way to come and see me because of the autistic child. Omaya akolano hyper. Oba no crowd akolano gidi on to mentana. Mene omo kasa nyina na akolano e disturb. That's it. And so no me fra akolano oba me nchen. Oba me nchen otimi yem. Otimi me yem se ano. Me de mensa to na pampem. That's it. A man in Chine de share me catch and say open your mouth obi me de nchene e share nenum. Akwele ya oya hyper e na waka wo me nchen. I feel I'm to no more shame. But they couldn't control their own child. Me akwala no ko ewia so. And I'm a pijamensa. Our father no so pijanensa. Can our father say kasa ni emba delayed speech. Father or for so who art in heavens. No so I can. Allo be thy name. No so can. One say or person can be or can or follow me. The can ya be see amen. no or can't see. Look at what we have done to children. And so no woman that no wona wodi aduane bone me twi omo ni mi ye me ka kire omo me ne me nye appointment be person be hu na wo be hu me dia you have to be prepared because my teachings are there for you to watch and to practice. Na won hwe na won practice na won nya odo enfa ma won ba ene won ho dia unko follow teachings no na wo pese wo free say wo hu mi a wo beto wo dia no problem. Book an appointment. Now, Baba told me, I will never spare you. We are software, I will never spare you. They know we are professor, I will never spare you. Open whom I will never spare you. I will tell you raw as it is. The video there, 101, you can watch yourself. Watch and educate yourself. But still, if you are living in fear, because of that, you are living in fear. I think say me hu Kongo and kasa me hu beto me. Me hu no na me explain it, me hu beto me and you be hu me. You have to be prepared. Because me mfancha I will school you. And it is coming out of deep love. Because me hu be no be area eyemiya. Why? Why should you allow yourself for the devil to overtake you? But here, the devil means wrong energy, wrong information. God is also information. God information. Eya asem. Nyankopon oya asem. The word. But sisi ano yama asem foforo. Asem foforo bi. Asem foforo bi. Wrong information, some strange one, I take it over us. Ena nyankopon asem no, information no, or den yene no, from the beginning no, ye use asem everywhere. So you understand now. Until no one say word no, I'm on the word as here. In the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word was God, and the word made manifest. Then but they don't understand. The word means information, and that information is coming from the sun. It comes with magenta, turquoise, blue, red, infrared, near infrared, UV, UVA, UVB, UVC, so many alpha, beta, gamma, radio, micro, X-ray. All these are information from the kingdom of our Heavenly Father. Eja is Father, and Eja is fire. All these are coming down. Every day they are coming down to see who will welcome them, who will make a contact. And so when you understand how this information is coming from me like that, where did I get it from? Because I am the lamb. Or purify me. I am the word that purifies. The more purify me, the more the information, mommy. Downloads, mommy. As simple as that. Because what trouble, the Holy Spirit, you know, or sanigu so a Holy Spirit, a spirit energies come in. As or sanigu so. I say the Holy Spirit will teach you everything, not half, everything. Don't be like the Maasai who has lost their real identity. Don't be like the Haja who is falling. Already, they finished us already. I think I pick up the pieces. But their system is now falling. As you can see, after the COVID, MOBA who said we have been screwed. There was no pandemic at all. I'm going to accept it. There was nothing, no pandemic, nothing. Until Mama called one panny and one said, there was no pandemic at all. A normal flu that comes in the Western, a normal. The sea, a pona uhuno, or what that or really see certain, a friend is saying, gases. But it does not kill nature. It does not kill any mammal. It's just a wow in tune. When you are not in tune, na affect your respiratory system. Just like Hamatan. Into the Hamatan, you want to fight the Hamatan. Other than one for Hamatan, so a pandemic. Because about Hamatana, a man for a papai, a 19 papai, a man for a papai, and all those things. So because of that, we have a pandemic. There be, for those who are eating well and well hydrated, Hamatan has nothing to do with their body. Me experiencing be that in my life. A do a pebrea, I feel me look fresh because I am well hydrated. Odo won saka me ade bia I say ma ni me sanwa for there bia say me dware. I'm always hydrated. That's why I can sit here and speak for 5 hours without drinking water, without panting. Into whether be anyone more against me because I am prepared. May they say wild animal, may they say wild goats, may they say wild bull, may they say bison, may they say gazelle. I am prepared like a polar bear. Minstro snow. I am always prepared. Nature is so perfect. It is a basana, I'm afraid of flu, nay, come on. And I'm fast so, and in Yama, because already no my creative, my biological weapon already. It's already there. It's a military weapon. Nyama World War no want to me use keep or vault no money nyama no easy the aba out. Yen say Arabia ba. Let's send the max out there. Let us tell the media so that they will give out numbers. Yes, 300 people have been affected. Yes, 11 people died. Yes, tell them the numbers. Go and watch. Numbers the same all over. Massage the numbers. Lie to the people. Put fear in the people. And then you teach at the bread African government for them to lie to their people. Say there's a pandemic. And do you know how many people even died from even a lockdown? People that died from not even going out there from their house because you need light. This is an antichrist. They don't want to have more light, more sunlight. You must be at home. Epono healing. Yes, ma menko beach biom. Enchene na healing. Yes, ma menko beach biom. During that time, so-called COVID, and a man be obese. A lot of people went into depression, anxiety. So they rather cause a pandemic. They are confessing there was no pandemic. Ebi mo ko wo panie, ebi mo kra apostle ano, omo abo panie still ano mo WHO up to now. Only omo debate and answer so called we are normal go to WHO until now. Sa nipa we obetumi ne na atenase adwene. Obi o WHO edi. American kasa yi ne hu free WHO what be that? Baby ade ni fi no oman no fi no. Oman kasa no omo ye den. Oma party ways from them because omo ye akronfo omo ye wudifo They suck the children's blood day by day. Babylon system. Sucking the blood of the sufferer. Deceiving the people continually. Building churches and universities. Tell the children the truth. And that is what I am doing. And I have no fear. Unto main famines unsa and coming. Never. Mena me catch on 2016. Ewo GBC. Say HIV is a scam. It's a fraud. I want to know me share. We program no. Eko and 1950 GBC to circle. And then Americans no grab you. 1998, I was on Radio University of Ghana. 1998, I was speaking this truth. So many things. Me to me chara there were Iranian brothers factory community 1. Me chara there na workers nyina. Me jina na me chara there na workers nyina. Omo judge ma mo ye na ba be twa me wenhia. Small boy. Now brody no Iranian for am penny no mo edwa. Because of minty, business is on pause. And then I started here. I have no fear. Fear is Satan. Won't say a common holistic doctor be me saw a fraud on your upright. He was working with them. He was benefiting from them. And that is how they are able to get him. Nobody can buy me. Nobody. Money does not drive me. When you mean paying for more person, more branding me. My family since last year, Tom. They are not speaking with me now anymore. I don't care. Unto me branding me. Unto me fausika branding me. Unto me se Sam sana me tear. Sana me tear. Sana me dressing. I've been dressing like this since 1998. Unto me branding me. Unto me se Sam. Akwebia ono no what diabetes so better me nim say ono no person brand me na baby I me hear me video no poor. I need a proper studio na you interview me na niema na me say look at you wow what diabetes how ba be pay through over be chere me how the message should go. My message is so raw. I need to studio and I don't know ya akwa we say I don't know page akwa we say I don't know ya branding one we na me say na kosi saying woni sa guy no yes sa there no on say offer we chi ono na na ekon ye kosi saying me ma obi emeye hwe ma me. Nobody can do anything for me. I did my own thing. I know communication. I am a Gemini. We are the champion in communication. And internet Trump kasa no BIT. We communicate properly. And we don't sugarcoat. Raw. Ko yensuro no be assassinate here. Because unto me assassinate here. Unto me. Yeni uru anenam fully. Yen fire kuma ba konkoma eyikweku free. Yen fa ba konkoma owura no. Yen fa ba konkoma eyibosom bi wotogo. Ne ya de ba konkoma we eye fully upright. Al mustaqim. Mana Walid. Fully. We're dealing with the Malik. Higher beings. Higher beings. Ascended masters. Amotamechi rough. And all the rivers. The current within the rivers. Energies within the rivers. Amunina tamechi. So you can't do focal. Nothing. The only thing you can do is to put some scandal on me. That's it. Or they make up to prison. Messa will be a yare or I'm a one cast over me. In Sorobia, or they make up to prison. May say Messa will be a messa yare or rough. Ubia, Benya Yaresa. afi na waka obenu hu say wo de me koto ho obeka say obeyi mi make say me nko me pese me pie me pese me say yare more mama me another 2 years. You understand? It's about time. Africa, whole world, my ninja, may united. You understand? Questions, and then we'll make it a wrap. All right. We give thanks, Majesty, blessed Lord. We give thanks. Yeah, always. Do remember that. You know who are saying beside me, beside me, anything. You know what I mean? From what I said and from what you are having in your mind. Any education on bad breath? All right, halitosis. That's it. Simple. Halitosis simply means you have a lot of putrefaction going on inside you. Putrefaction. Nyama pro ewumu. Eduane na wudi no pro wumu. You understand? Ewo colon. You see, the body only wants liquids, wants gases. All right, that is all the body wants. And I decided say, we want to eat solids, dried matter. So what happens is that now the small intestines will squeeze the liquids. Once it squeezes the liquid and get the liquid out of that rice, out of that beans, out of that wena or peno, or we are now or the solid na kano. No why then or the large intestines, which is the colon, or the manual, and don't about then sebi toilet no. Yes so no, because the food that we are eating has no enzymes. Into no good colon no more, not a pile it up. A pile it up, not a pro. Imagine say 1 year beans 3 days. Na esi abonten. Yen fan share fridge mu. Na wakata so. Ebe bon. Imagine say 1 year mu ebe bon. Whatever that you are eating, sana ebe akopro ewo inside. Na e pile up. Nti eba sa no a ebe san e den abo afa wo so. Ebe san abo afa wo so. Ebe leaky akọ mojem. Ebe perforate ebe tutu unsono no ho na ebia leaky aba omojam nti omoja no be start say emu bon omoja no bon no a e descent ebe ba because efina e free hu no eye moja no na free, and then you start to have bad breath because you are all connected. Your tongue is the magic mirror. Utekrama ene echre how healthy your health, your internal organs are, how purified you are. And intina akwala a odanu fusuoso for even almost 6 months. Nenum bon because eye insuo. Eye nufu insuo. Intine num bon. Na wo no esan say we this solid food no fiti unkwala bremu a tisia no a probably eduane a wodi 10 years ago still a remnant ewo o system no mo. And then I also halitosis. What do? You get yourself detox. You get yourself detox and cleanse your system, detoxify your whole system. Who we are na ya mao the Wattu activated charcoal. Ya mao Wattu activated charcoal. Na ya mao eno so na o no me no so anopa. Osa atreba akundi gu nsuo mu na wanom na eyi ebore ni nyina ayeden efiri uyem vapor, bad vapor na eyi ni nyina na a capture where it act like a sponge. Say na wo de support etu nsuo mu a etwe nsuo de ba no saa nso na we eye na atwe toxins no from inside your colon and your stomach na flush them through your toilet. Now if you know who's a cent on air call. Now the bisu air treat was saying. Alright? That is how you treat halitosis. And then go back kakra to what? 80% liquid foods. and 20% solid until finally you migrate to 100%. Because except a man be born again, you need to be born again. You need to be like a babe, and suckling. That is how you become smooth, and your skin will look like baby skin. Your face become like baby bam bam. Your eyes becomes like once again as you were a baby. Woman na kingdom no woman channel. Kingdom no yan fa more penny. Ya de ma obi a oda nufuso so. Obi oda liquid so. Why empty? The lands na aye empty. That is how you are able to tune in. A guitar can never be stuff. Says guitar no. Ya de ntoma share guitar no na ya de load share guitar no ma obo guitar na enye de. Aprewa sa nema instrument ya bono or saprewa or whatever no. There must be space all the time in order for you to feel the sound. Drums, there must be space. And sana ya bob bass na jimu boom. To boom. Sanetia. Sentoma shemwa and it will not sound proper. Flute, the same thing. It will be one creation. We're crossing the nine and a oboe flute. The esoteric meaning of that. And I will say you must be empty like the flute. And son a flute na yede. Ain't now your bo referee, a bo whistler. Red card. The whistle, there is no stuff inside. The whistle is empty. Your heart must be clean like a whistle. Clean like a whistle. Alright? Give thanks. So get yourself the charcoal and get yourself the detox. This is the combo for halitosis. Of course, we have kefir also. Because you are going to produce so many bacteria which are not friendly. Intino uhia kefir. Kefir simply means feel good. In Pakistani language, feel good. So you need kefir to take the kefir which has good bacteria to get rid of the bad ones from your small intestines and your large intestines. Then you yemukama. And then make sure you do your raw eggs. Make sure you eat simple fishes. Since not everybody can go 100% raw proteins, you cook your fishes, you make sure you have enough raw in your diet. Like raw eggs, coconut, eat more coconut, the hard ones, raw. Senebeya obenya enzymes, at least. Not everything must be cooked like that. Kakra, mobetiasia, and then migrate to fully raw. Uko fully raw, hona obeti, nyaminasia. Nyamiasia, nyami, or your raw man. Alright? A lot of people complain about the bad breath. Upload this video forever. Yes, we will upload. Alright, every day. Video be a I said my skin always feels hot when touch even oven. Yes, because you have too much inflammation. I don't know which kind of hot you are talking about, but we have two types. Yewo ejano ankasa. We have ejano which is good and no keeps you blazing. That is why I am blazing. I was saying me saw AC so and sana me to me a video because I blaze. You understand? Because the more I'm talking about the light, I am blazing, and that is different thing. That is good. And sana yewo carbohydrates, seed oils, inflammation. I am man show also be more pena atija ni niama. A lot of people complain. Also be more pena atija. Also metal muna atija. Into office so powerful. There be a inflammation also. Inflammation. You are highly acidic. Too much. Highly acidic. Sa nipan who experiences sa nipan sa type of way now. You need to change, your ways. Change your lifestyle. Shun all these ultra processed foods, roadside foods. Almond seed oils in aya. Obi anu obeye duane wa kwan wa ode butter beye. obi anu obey aduane okwan or the pure coconut oil or pure pumpkin and ebeye a man for crap on koto make say a bomb because the programming no we are doing no old programming no encore so they will never buy ain't no monya mu aduane wo fie or go raw simple. You eat, you have your raw eggs, you crack, simple. All right. If you are matured enough and you have open-minded enough, you buy raw liver, which is a multivitamin, and eat. Yare beer any one of my raw liver antimensa. Yare beer any raw liver. Go to the grass-fed raw and buy raw liver. I told you some time ago about glandular therapy. There are so many levels. But sometimes, me can say me train my ready. I don't think I'll bring out the truth anytime soon. Until I say me catch them. Opese also Arabia we are say. You use what we call glands. So who liver problem? Muntie me ye. Let me raise the bar because I'm me ben. I say me nipatitia me ben it. Me find cost rukakrana. And then me height in here. I don't want to be like the Maasai. Anyway, any remedy for constipation? Yeah, listen to me. All the things I'm saying. Question Bia will be say Bia. Please, you have not uploaded what? Uploaded the exercise. Exercise, you know, you better upload very soon. Videos na dozen. So 5 hours videos na me here no. A whole lot. Until you enter 5 hours in to until you no kakra. Akra. Nto bon say ndese ya upload back on. Sa it does no. Yo, I have a lot of videos. Serious. Into glandular therapy using glands of what? Mammals. Because you are a mammal too. That is homeopathy. You are a mammal. Into dompe muyaria. You use dompe to treat your bone issue. It's an animal crap no. So at time no crap no more some form of the knowledge no. Obon say obi enam bua no more you swear that ponche. No more bua ponche na no more chichere. No more the exchange wo de. One na mention na ponche no ho to no na wo so ho to. Amu you so akokọ. Ye bu akokọ ne na mu a na ya head ya chichere wo so wo de. Na sanet here. There's one of the ways because we are all connected like that. Abuebi or wakuma biano, I also wakuma, or what liver, also what liver, or what say also what say kidney no. You can use it. Once you use the goat kidneys, raw kidneys, and then you be on it. If you have kidney issue, eat kidneys a lot. Whilst you have medicines to cleanse your system, then you be on kidneys, raw kidneys. This is what the Maasai was giving those days to their children. Omukuma ponchia, omo the kidneys no man kwala no, nkwala ne di. No mo the liver na mamba no, because some say mba here more blood, or be here moja fine. Now we to maintain the menstrual cycle. What I say, no one call early menopause. So they give the what? The multivitamin part of the animal is what? The liver to the woman. It is a unya moja. Na moja A2 na unya moja. You need to eat what? Liver, raw liver. It's simple. Honorable say, wow, say you near liver now. Yes, say ni dekra. Yes, say ni de. All the minerals, salts is left. It's gone. It's evaporated. Into also one in China. So you need raw liver. You can start small. And ounces, kakrebi. Then eat. You can also blend it with raw milk. You know, if you cannot stomach it raw, you blend it with raw milk, add some butter to it, then it become like a smoothie. Now what it in a woody. And one called liver and yama. Called liver on a and so no on a boa bones and joints in this animal. Exactly. Yama baby, I made sure industries no I into products in a modern mammal. In the form of tablets, ya DJ Musica. A simple B12 in your man say now if I'm going so more number there. As an hour vegan for dear, so I'm fat. I'm fat almost fast, still no, I'm on your B12. because you can't fool nature. Anyway, eat glands. If you have a brain issue, you have mental problems, tumor, and all these things get yourself goat brain. Oko baby am kwansere for no ewa butchers ne wa ose opeden aponchi na adwene aponchi ti obetumi atoti no emua no ombe pai omo yi adwene na efiri mu. Sometimes they can sell you only the brain, or they will say no, they cannot sell the brain alone, they will sell the whole goat head. Uwusika to goat head in England. Wetumi use goat head and then they are born quine. But make sure that the brain, you are eating the brain raw. You can do the same with ram or giant, so the same. Any mammal, nentwie a brain eso. So you can use nentwie so there. This is called glandular therapy. Honorable say the brain is very salty. Naturally, the brain is salty. Then you realize that wow, you need salt, but in a natural form. All right. Now, if you have lungs problem, pneumonia, asthma, anything that has to do with the lungs, you eat lungs in a raw form. That's it. Lungs. And you understand? The benefit is less. But if you want it medicinally, you have to do what? Eat it raw. That is called glandular therapy. Glands. Okay? You use balls. If you have low sperm, you use the balls of a cow or of a ram or of a goat raw, and then you eat the balls if you want to have balls. All right? So when you watch the movie Apocalypto, the boa, what happened? The beef, the balls near wakwa wariasi fufro own to mean perform no the boss on man so on geno goody, because no na asia wild one so then or woba muka is a movie no Apocalypto movie biano. There is the light meaning behind the movie, not the actions and the drama. You have to read the message. It's called subliminal messages. All right? Boss is for boss. Yenu animal crap no, our moye butchers no. Odi akona ko bi so am say ope kraman eduano, kraman ni bema. Sorry, aponche ni bema, enya kraman then that will be Bolekatanga. Anyway, but obi so am say ope aponche bema, yeah? Ni boy ding. Aponche bema any boss ni na together na ye no. Ni boy ding. A chain namano. Adentia. That is glandular therapy. They know the meaning. They know the infaso. Omunim den infaso waso. Omunim the benefit. Into nentwie ni manhood no. Nentwie ni bema no. Eya butcher nankasa no. Sometimes some person beton. Malam Abubakar, Lion, yeah, Kofodia massive. Malam Abubakar crap on peso beton. Nentwie no, ne bema no, and any boss no, expensive than even the meat. They don't want to sell you because it solve a whole lot of masculine issues. You know what I mean? Sanity. So we give thanks. And learn how to be out of the box. Mamunslo. And away a bacteria. And away a germs. And away it's a lie. The closer, the more you expose yourself to nature, to natural stuff, the more you build your immune system. Moman kwala ni diagro ewa miemu. Moman kwala no glands no mundi. e say akwala bia ni wono mu a ukitwa fresh meat e wo board so akwala bia ni wono mu a onfa bi ogina ho a 5-year-old 4-year-old 3-year-old 2-year-old say onfa bi no ndi obefa bi edi ye na ye tiantia mo because they have natural instinct, primal instinct in them. And the primal instinct in them does not judge, have no fear inside that primal instinct. Opening pe, ya brainwashing, walk through the Babylon system, through the institutions, or no pe, ena, uniwie fi, the primal instinct. Into obet tiantia mu egu akwala no so. Akwala bia per raw meat. If you want your child to be more powerful, your child to be more powerful and more brave, you give raw meat to your child after weaning. Yare bia and one man untumin treaty no. On yare da. Some per next level no. And I made them simple. Me say akwala bia on per raw, fresh fish coming from the ocean. Na weji. Why you no fillet? No bet me out of fillet no, raw fillet. Untumi ponto raw fillet. Ewa America and in Japan. Raw fillet, raw tuna fillet. Farmer akwala bia instead of obemano cocoa, obemano cerelac and pampa and all these nonsense foods that is going to cause a lot of mucus. Give them the raw meat, let them eat like the Inuit of Alaska. That child is going to be more powerful. Now, who affair or they start here and no, and or the benny, or the now who affair be calling puberty mu, or the be calling teenage mu, or the be calling adulthood mu. So your bema obey fe extraordinary. Who no who say way or buffalo na eba no, or your boss who say way goddess na eba no. I'm telling you, this is where we are heading now. It's not for the weak heart. It's about time. Adrian is over. We the SNS, we don't cook food. And that is why I have to step up. That's it. Mean to mean the Adam Fufuechi, and I say Busuechi, you know, Membechi, oh, I mean China, Membano, Medidi, many of Mundidi together. Amunyi, because Membani ye, na me train some Mubeni, na many of Medidi together, and it's Animano. I can't wait. I knew this truth long time ago. 28 years, I knew this truth already. I can't wait. Me call, me di kind. Amunia, me no mo be di raw no. It's simple. Amu kwado mo niji raw no da. So this is how it is. And now we have also what we call. No, I will not take you there. This is not for this time. As soon anyway, you be maintaining here a waka crack. Respect to man like Papa Nesto, Judy Culture, Friday Goddess, and everybody. Abundance said then. Please check his bio. All right. Questions? If you have questions, can you blend and keep in the fridge, or must consume all at once? You can blend and keep it in the fridge. I bet say ice cream. Yeah, there is something that I used to make. It's called lubricated formula. Yeah, lubricated formula. That is, you get our raw butter, raw honey, lemon, raw eggs. Powerful lubricated formula. Once you get this blend together, then cough, asthma, whatever. And when I say what messenger muneshe fridge mu, uti atreba kuna udi enwa or common de uda. Raw egg, raw butter, raw honey, lemon, boom, lubricated formula. And I blend it solid. It's ice cream. Na chef fridge mu, uti no de makwala, obedi ni na. Life is very simple. Very, very simple. And no dissolve. These are semi-liquids. Nti uja wo nan a bo say uja nan no e de sa akwala de. E de sa akwala nice. Doesn't smell. No putrefactions. Because the body use almost 90%, almost 90%, 99% of what you eat. Nutrition is about assimilation and elimination of waste. But guess what? We assimilate little and we eliminate more. Anything out the carbohydrate, we cut all letter baby na we aje. Your body now I reject it. I reject it. So it doesn't show on your skin. Who did it so change right? And say who did it? Because assimilation or absorption was poor. Out of 100%, your body didn't pick only 20% of the food. You can't akwa age nine. Uja wo nine so anye. Uja wo nine sa waste keke. What about feeding of liquid leaking from your head to ear, causing pains and infections? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You are eating wrong foods, wrong combinations of foods. We combine so many things. You understand? If you are eating one item, one mono, or one or two, you know what I mean? By a combining, look at the things that we eat. Spices, you want to say rice, beans, you want to say a whole lot. We won't, you know, Uncle Shada so, we lay that so, a whole lot of confusion. What do you expect? Now all the sad way you know my class on kind of to kind. Imagine. Food is information that you are giving to your body to read. So that your body will pick what is okay, where B12, where say, okay, infa we come your spinal cord, infa we come your knee, we come your asun, we come say everything is about light, it's about message. Now I bread no bebre. Spending 3 hours to cook just to destroy yourself. What will happen? All these liquids, these are mucus from the rice and from the beans and from the cassava, the fufu. And mama, what will happen? What will happen? It must be leaked out. Ear infections. Maybe through thick mucus. And cause I yes, I also eat Charlie, me no bon. O check it. And cause I check it. Unto was a crap and a bobo. What team in I crew? And I'm using word and they will move on. Just I know unto me, and you'll be like any small thing be a woman born. So we give thanks, do the right thing, and sin no more. Sin in your body, stinking things. What about fibroid? Yes, fibroid is caused by estrogen, high estrogen buildup, caused by mucus from the mucus forming foods, cassava, recently, noodles. On say fibroid are also power generation way, Gen Z generation. Fibroid are also identity because of what? Noodles, bread, babesia, brodocasia, mame pebrodo, borodo. No the boom, milo imu. No the boom. What will happen? It's going to build up mucus inside your womb. Until no menses no na chino jina kakra na beba na chino for 10 years in here and one ekoso. What will happen? Be cause tumor. Ukwa catch yourself and so and here can see answer na waba. Unja isa ni mani di why? Na my body no your temple. Na kopon embetenam munya bronson free my body. Please. The Fulani cook the raw milk from cow before selling. No? Any Fulani who is doing that. I told you, all indigenous people, they have been screwed now. All indigenous people. And so the Fulani now, they are also boiling because they have been screwed now. Fulani was indigenous also. just like the Maasai, Fulani, India, original habitat, Niger, you know, and Mali, they don't cook. But Sisia, no, almost say, I want to say, Maasai for no. Baby, if any akwesi be ko hot bia no, akwesi be convince almost say they need to cook. They need to cook. Akwesi na dey say bia ne buy. Enua no buy. Pasteurization, Pasteur, Louis Pasteur, in Osman Emba, go around the world and convince indigenous people to boil. You understand? Yeah. Raw egg, raw butter. Somebody was writing something nice. Let me see. Kongo, please. Are you available today? No. I don't work on Sundays. I need to rest. I have a lot of messages. We work only tomorrow. Raw eggs, raw butter, and pure honey combo. Oh, yes. That's it. Abundance. Thank you very much. Doing wonderful. I have wonderful people doing wonderful things. We work tomorrow, all right? Please, what about poor blood circulation? Yes, circulation of blood is about light and magnetism, electrical. Internal. Once the electricity is coming, which is the photons is coming, it needs magnetism, which is grounding. So if you don't have enough magnetism, you can never move the electricity back. Life is about electrical wires, electricity, current. Internalizing currency. Sika air energy, current. The more your blood circulates, the more magnetized you are, the more sika air bound chain tentem. So if you want to increase your blood circulation, you need to do more cold shower. More cold shower. Or the ice, a good bucket of water. Now the dry. My name melting off a dry. You will see how your blood will rush right now to activate your brown fat. Okay? This is simple. Pasta. You know what I mean? Gogomi. In a man for D. Master Kongo, please. My son is 6 years and still can't talk. Yeah. This one is big one, yeah? This is the cases that has been coming every day. Akolana me can enra or I want to buy na me didn't go to area no so no. And no want to be in casa. But me didn't bomb pie. We contacted the universe as ordered and prescribed by the master. After that, casa no was able to say amen. You know what? I was telling Linda Indra, say, because your point, we talk about what is going on. We have meeting. I said, listen, a time will come. Young men must be taught about fertility. They must be taught about the human body before getting into marriage. A time will come, young women, and it was so those days. A friend of Bragro, you go brane achrewo. You know, puberty right. You know, people must know this before they go into relationship. Know how the sperm functions. Know the food that you have to eat before when you be kwa. Now say, you know, say you are coming to produce a good product. You understand? Because it's so sad. The kind of product are you producing, and then you, the parents, you suffer at the end of the day. After na akwala no aba no hwe wasum. Me ho video nra Linda de kire me. Akwala young boy bi o tia ne maame o wona ya ase. Autistic. Because ne ho kire no, ne ho me no ete. Ne ho me no the life force, the chi no ete. Inti ete a or the behwu maame no or the behwu asum no be tia o ya ase because you are the one who caused it. And I'm telling you for free. It's about time all autistic parents, you come first. Stand and lift your hands and talk to God. Say, let thy will be done. Forgive me. Our Father. Me dear eduane bonny. My gym and my phone so to me. I was ignorant, Father. Me na me de me ba no call say yen won pan Father, I was ignorant. Me na me didi eduane bonny. Me na me de tablet ma akola kotoa na adwene enyi say onfensua de. Say na me nim say kanea na free tablet ni mu no. Akola na adwene no nye mature de. Into now penetrate and I shrink the frontal lobe. Father, please forgive me. Na bie kwan no mami. Na mami odo. Na me to me fa den enhwe akola we na me nsane yare. Me nya good product and fa nsane yare. It's about time. And so no ye the blame portion blame. Or bear man no side, or bar no side, or bear man no blame me or bar no family. No bear no so blame me or bear man family. No comfort blame me a before. Now also for blame me, mommy water. Now everybody is blaming somebody, not themselves. You are the cause. And it's about time we accept that. And once we accept, the help comes from the Lord. Because they are losing contact with themselves, because the spirit and the soul and the body must be in alignment. The spirit, the light, and the soul, this is the window to the soul and the body, they all must be in alignment. But in the whole jirano, the body no echo away, they are not in alignment. Into omuntu minjina. Into your comment then kakre bi pa na olusu breath. Ujina ne nchen a obehwe asum. Woni menkrofo madesa omamba no ahwehwe omasum. Obehwe asum. Obetia wa yase. Because you don't understand about the human anatomy in our war. Osman. Please, whenever I eat more meat and fish in the evening, I always get sore, itching, ear and eyes. Yeah, like I'm saying, even cook has a problem because you are wasting a lot of enzymes. So take it easy. I am not promoting gluttony. I am promoting energy. Inti sa wunim say wedidi anapa. We are honum wedidi. You have energy already. You don't need to eat a lot again in the evening. Inti sa mitiewa whenever I eat more. You don't have to eat more. You don't have to eat more fish, more meat, more this. When you have energy already, yes, I know you are going to produce a lot of enzymes. And it goes with any other food group. If you eat rice more in the evening, what happens to you? The creative heart burns. If you eat fufu more, what happened to you? It's the same thing. A better also. Benku, a better also. Into one himself, dada. Don't eat. All you have to do is to take some liquids. Take some liquids. Get yourself some coconut cream. You know, some liquid lubrication formula. Tinedi, butter mixed with honey and raw eggs. Kakrebi atremi 2 tablespoons. It's just a trick. It just stimulates the electrons. Then that's it. Boom. You are all right. So please, we don't promote gluttony. All right. Please, what about bleeding, prolapse? Prolapse, bleeding. Jamawe or kokobo asemu anase koko asemu eso ne ato ne dia kesi akesi ne didada mo Starchy foods. Starchy foods. What you say? Avoid those things. Now when akwala koto a oda no fusuo so proper. Akwala no obo koko da. Akwala aye fasting for 6 months. Eda no fusuo. Only breast milk. And I'm not talking about a baby who mother is not eating well in a sunny manner. Na ye de induane be formless be ma akwala o. Me ka akwala ne ma me didi correct. Ne ma me didi correct. Oda no fusuo so proper. Akwala no num no fusuo so. Akwala no wahu sa akwala no oyare. Doctors krapo no mo ka kire akwala said so long as the child is on breast milk, onya malaria, onya se. So go back again. I am helping you to save a lot of money. Because of me, people are saving 100 Ghana weekly. Living simple. I mean, come on, 41 days, no food. No food. Everything is intact. No muscle loss. Shoulder, everything is there. Muscles are still there. 41 days, no food. Everything is clear. Eyes clear. Everything well trimmed. I have lost what is not supposed to be there. But not my bones, not my skin. It's simple. Truth is an experience. How? How do I live on light? By first of all recognizing and be aware that I am light. Once you have this aware, then you live in no fear. That is one. And then tapping the energy from the what? The giver of life. Jaja is the giver overall. I used to post that song. Jaja is the giver. He is the giver of that light. You understand? So once you are tapping that energy is going to feed your electrical system. You are feeding on your chemical system, biochemistry. But we are more than biochemical. We are hybrid. That means we can switch to chemical, which is fossil fuel from dead plants and animals, or we can go to electrical. That's why they have hybrid cars. Toyota hybrid cars, Toyota Prius and all those things. Using gasoline and electrical, you can always switch. And so what I did is to just switch. Internet was a board, no switch control, board, no car. I just switch. Into the gear, no say I may gear and every fuel side, fossil fuel. I'm living on light. It's simple as that. And this is what the system don't want you to know about who you are. And the more you become electrical, the more you become more spiritual. That's all. Spirituality is about that. And then you will see the human potentials. Ankasa, to me, ankasa. Clairvoyance. Obiti wenima obekano wansam. It's simple. Once you sit in front of me, you say one thing, I take over. I will say, couples are sitting down. Me to me, come on, bon say we na me can't be a wansam. And someone can't share me. You become clairvoyant. You become a mystic. The spirit will take over you. It's simple. But we don't want to live and walk with God, which is called the light. We don't want. So the electrical system, which is the God system, is now shut down, or a little energy there. And internet sometimes be or honoma, who say no, be say, be big catch them and say, adie bi, sa adie ben. That is the God in you. Kakra ne wo no crap no. But esan says our energy is shut. Into no one jendi is shut. It's not fully charged. It's not fully charged. It's one jendi. Mentie and be catch them and say, and no, no. That's the energy. That's the chi. That's the ether. The country also went one jendi. You did not pay attention because and then no. But say no be 80, 90, 95%. Now fossil fuel no 5%. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. At the boni bianto. Just like the sun, obian to me say no. Obian so to me kum. You better try no nankasa na nenu megu ase. They will stumble and then they will fall. That's all. Please, whatever. Okay, I've answered that already. So the prolapse person, everything is all right. We have formulas for that. All right. We have a special ointment. The best chia. Bibia be okay. Jadi ointment to her. Yeah, what jadi tea. A best no. Inside. All that bleeding will stop. Charcoal. Everything. Fair. Bibia or hormone. Now. All right. We give thanks. What about what's it then? Any remedy for weight gain? Yeah, you are gaining weight. You are not gaining weight because you are not assimilating. It's not assimilating. It's not being absorbed because when the brodo cover small intestines. No small intestines no honor nutrient never. And then say I'm on coconut fasting. Sorry, more coconut fasting. 21 days. Me started 1998. Afibia first year 1998. Me call afi. What you say? Until be me mu. To me break it and I'm starting to say me other foods now. You know what I mean? Me I better say me free New York and Amaba. Be more fresh. Coconut fasting e be bio mu. E fina e wa with more intestines now. Me yi. And when I'm with brodo no, you are doing the proteins, it's not being absorbed properly. So you have to take time and do more coconut fasting. Long one, 21 days, so that your body will open. Yes, I know. A crazy or boom say boom, which is lazy hoy. Be now building naturally. Where can you Moses? We nye ndade e kania Moses because ye peja kania ono no ye gym master no instructor no gym instructor ono ye major wosoro tinya peja me cross no say no say ye peja ye cross e be say ye di na chi ye peja cross no ye nsu ayan kasa ye cross tinya sua cross no say no a eno ano na energy no ba na nam hasa na tweme Ubon say na twin wo kon achi na descended through the CSF cerebrospinal fluid o spine no say na e wo so sa as the Holy Spirit in na wo the building into obi pejanda there so catch any so ngina asisi a no ngina on mo for 3 minutes to 5 minutes onto me da abapopo. And so who say yeah, macho guy. There were one dem you know. Material one thing. Our peja near my wabo so kind of near that is cool. A man of nice physique. And no war. We peja na dear and no war. And sana ya wa nyakopo ankasa so ni physique or them out. Na one thing or them out. I don't know, it comes with beautiful skin. It comes with beautiful, smooth skin, clear skin, beautiful eyes. Don't be fooled. Until me anytime I will always be like this. My body will be like that. When I'm 70 years, my body is going to be fresh like that. You understand? Feminine skin. That is what we need. Because this is a female. And this is a male. He, she, he created them. You have to bring them together. You can't have a Barry body walking. Obama, why a Barry? Yeah, massage you crap when you the skin must be tough, very, very soft. When it is touched, it must be soft. But say when I want to come, it's soft. The massage is soft. Everything must be soft. This is a feminine body. And then my compassion. Baba, also why a Barry? Into the lack of light, I'm going to buy a Obama in there. In buy a home position. Because with deep brodo. And one say, yeah, doing someone, and the brodo. Eddie the car, and she what Tom you know, oh, D rough. The Siano Bana a Barry. The quenching nano, if you have a body quenching, hunchback, why a boy Barry. Stop on. But Danny Bema. Into the Bearman, you lose here now. Omonam, Omuawa, on your baby. That is what is going on. There's not going to be peaceful marriage. Both man and woman, they must marry each other. And then the woman also, man, woman, marry each other. And together, they will have compassion and empathy towards each other. Have a soft skin. And you have a top product. Skin tight, skin white, skin fight, skin right, skin left. Anywhere. Until wow, also no, what person will gain weight now. You need to gain a healthy weight. And to gain a healthy weight is to first of all remove the debris, the old debris, the old self. Once you remove the old self, and then you will see that you allow the higher self to take over you. You will see whatever that you eat will be assimilated. All right. Please, the full and yeah, I've read that one. It's a lot. I Kongo, please. No. Okay, let me just flip. Wow. Keep up the likes, yeah? 50,000. Cold showers, sun bathing, sun gazing, feet grounding combo. Nice ones. Keep the fire burning. I like that. See, you have good students. Whatever that I'm saying, they are writing it down for people to read. And one, but the formula learning out to her. Please, I sleep a lot. The less chance I get, I am dozing off. It's normal. It depends on what you eat. You see, sleep is for healing. And it's for healing because you eat too much cooked food. Inti awodano. Sena beya o body betunya healing. Inti say o body demanding and that pa not just o person or healing. Inti bon say o die we a o sorry a bon say na wako private. Because the body ne person or eliminating waste. And into now, the less waste you have, you don't sleep like that. You decide when you want to sleep. It's simple as that. Maybe I am the best, the greatest of all time. God is good. Yes, keep on sharing and keep on learning. All right, your family members need these messages. What about skin rashes? It's the same thing. Whatever sickness you have is all caused by dehydration, because the body is not assimilating enough liquids, enough electrolyte from your food. Aquala skin efe sanse nufusono is all electrolyte, full of calcium, potassium, magnesium, and sodium. upon chino, nienti or one hodeno, ne banwa hodeno, is because of the same thing, electrolyte. That's all. It is skin and yeah, now unya rashes are, it's an indication that you are not having good, proper hydration. And hydration I cannot, and ye pure water, and ye nsuo bia onum gran, a special electrolyte, nufusuo, and on a hydrate ye, and tina aqualano nsuo for 6 months, and so na aqualano a fe. Nsuo a ye mono, say ye electrolyte, it dilute it. We drink water because we are eating too much spicy foods. That is why it makes us very thirsty. Once you don't eat spicy foods, and once you don't eat salty foods, and once you don't eat cooked foods, and you eat everything raw, then you are getting first-hand mineral salt. Now, I'm not against that. It's because we are eating cooked foods. So therefore, we need to replace our salt. So if you want to move to the next level of nutrition, which I am on now, then you don't need to cook your foods and you don't need any form of spices in your life. God is the spice. Please, coconut milk or coconut water first. Which one is better? There is nothing better. There's nothing bad. It's all about coconut. Do whatever you want to do with it. Either you want to drink the milk, or you want to eat inside the food, or you want to drink the water. Experiment with yourself. Truth is an experiment. All right. Asthma. Asthma is caused by dehydration within the lungs. Your lungs is not getting enough fluids, and so they are suffering. And so the body starts to produce histamine, giving you the alarm. Histamine, alarm. So histamine is telling you that you have a lot of shortage of fluids. But because you don't know, you go to the pharmacy, the pharmacian, which is the witch. You go to the witch or the wizard, Papa wizard, Papa bay for me pa chow, me to me home, me pa chow, me pay inhaler, no amount inhaler natural, correct natural antihistamine, into all my antihistamine to shut down the natural alarm system within you, which is telling you that you are dehydrated. Esan say oye bay for. Nyangasa mi wadan for oye bay for ono an so no so ye bay for enche bia no be free sa bay ye no ono anim. I respect him. Intino esan say oye bay for no wakwa kosua abayisam, which is pharmacia. Intino obe ma concussions no waka kira say fa we anopa fa we awia fa we say ohun beto onim say enko what you say. You don't need no inhaler. You don't need no drugs. All you need is to understand the physiology of the human body. Say onipa da sene no, ni muscles no, ehia nsuo. Percentage o here 35%. Na kuma no, 75%. Ni mrebo no, 75%. Ni kidneys 85%. Na adwene 85%. The bones 20%. Just say bibia here electrolyte. Just let the person know this. Okay. Na se obeton bibi amanwa. Na waton bibia eye natural body detoxification formula. Na odi amano. That's all. Na waka chire na say onko na mama onko repeat the mistakes bio. Mistakes na efe no bone no. Sin. Go and sin no more. But esan say on to me kan kire wonti o kan kire wa either say you be fire no because obi na am license say on chantro to be chantro actually will say you need an inhaler, you need this, you need that, you need that, you need that, and koda me hu obi a ne asthma hospital and now say clinic be atumi a treating asthma da Omeka say udi bewu. Not just say they are trying to mock God. They are trying to limit the power of God. They are trying to make God that energy a non-existence. They are trying to say with God all things are not possible. What causes forgetfulness and the remedy? It depends. If it's an old man, an old woman, it's lack of electrolyte, lack of fat in the brain. And in Africa form very one in Kwakurano, Obehua, Oma shrinking. Sena not here, no 1 in 20s, you know, Konako share any pictures. Only you know, not shrinking because now, electrolyte in sooner me can once MCCano, a short while, there is no memory again. Memory, forgetfulness will happen. This is for the old people. Is dehydration. And for the new people, for the young ones, we are young one, who are beside me and say, when I told not just say open masturbation, masturbation, so you're in so a electrolyte, a free water no air, masturbation, adorso, Vaseline, adorso, and once you are doing these things, you are going to lose your memory. That's why the youth can't remember anything. It's so sad when I'm talking to them in WhatsApp. They can't remember nothing. But now we're in for 1 hour. 1 man instructions, you know, or call fee so some man instructions or audio or best send this question. On the same thing now, what the man no. Adreno in so nasa. So if you are a young guy, you are having forgetfulness, check your sexual activity. In sonas and wadrimu. Respect, and do remember 0240-932222. 0240-932222. Mofrea, Obana Befa, Linda, send your message. 115 man WhatsApp. Can was some channel or the best me. And yet necessarily say or say me no casansa. Whilst or no casano, I'm also taking care of hundreds also. Ewa WhatsApp. Me ni ejume biya say me sum me mai me sum mo. Enwano. Nti won say Linda say me nya available la na che say me sum me ni obi so kasa. Tine amonya abotre. And I'm a person me ne Kongo and kasa. Every company obia one assistant what training no. And so therefore asema American nyina no ono so me kire na ade ye pon a ye tua ade me kire na ade nti onim product a wo hia wo kan ya repair onim product me ni Ghana for 3 months one na man go for product no some of you think that me wo Ghana na mo ye order ne family so a me na me de kwa ko send ya mama nya me munya de farm so no na me de order na malenda from Uganda all the way. You would think that me Ghana na me ejuma no me ni Ghana baby me free me nko se me kwa ko jimeni me free me ti ho no mo na me ne adam 40 ho no mo kra kwa na me ejuma no man kasa mo say as for Congo there always busy. Yes, I don't play. Just say menya internet. Rwanda, Ethiopia, Uganda, baby just say menya internet. Baby I will be me o tro me pa o order bibi pa na me so me dia malinda. Nti say mo frɛ a ɛyɛ amon come asem enkyerɛ no. Because sometimes some people show some disrespectful kind of talks. Me person me no na kasa. No, na ye den. Na ye den. Oko abrochia ana oko we ya ye ni assistant doctor. Oko kolebu a sometimes kra doctor kra po embe adwuma ye. Sometimes doctor kra embe adwuma ye. 12 o'clock na doctor po nsi ho no ye. Na manfo ewu. And so the people have trust in the nurses. Nti mo fra no fa mo kan kire no mo how. That's all. Because me to me fa obia call at the same time. I am trying. Obia o mean didi, na me try. Pano shrabo so on the 30 days now. And so no be hwe ne body, say na body tie no eno an etie. On lose ni muscle mass here, on lose ni bone here, because nyame ye no me dey never the same thing mu. And so time na okwa sorry no, ontumi nye. Time okwa sorry, pray for me, ontumi nye sa type or on dream un kra so obetumi po etwa sa 30 days. Me kai pa yefunu yare no obeka se ulcer ne ha no na yefunu ya no ontumi po nye. Nti mwan ka say me munye coconut fasting na mo my excuses me wo ulcer na Kongo me wo ulcer. Forget it, asem na wo kan kire me no. Forget it. Obi na program wo onim what ulcer means. I'm telling you, say what from nti tie na kania no kan no. Obi oba besia aye 30 days ogusu ye na wo no openi untumi nye. Young guy untumi nye. Also we are awakening untumi nye 3 days to cry up popo 1 week untumi na mo sorry am say mo conscious. Please, do you have a cure to hepatitis? You see, I don't want to use that word cure. I don't have a cure. You have it inside of you. You have everything that you need. You are self-sustained, self-healed. You are omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. But you don't know yourself. I don't have nothing. For me, I can't do nothing. What I do is to assist you with product, nutritional product, so that you yourself, you start to live upright. And then your body will now respond. Your immune system will respond. Now, what start to say, where then? Oh, back to yourself. The self is the light. That is all. That is all. Inti moi ya na mo say, na me pese, na deadline, na da ben na be ko, da ben na e be free ho no mo, da ben na be free ho. Wo di akochi anye yi for 10 years. O pese wo no o di deadline beto me so. Masa. Nja ni amu ye no. O do ya akochi 10 years. Ya se wo, heba fo ase wo, hospital fo ase wo. Na because of o per visa dia ko Dubai sisi a ntino. O pese wo the pressure beto me so. Na me yi hepatitis ni free wo so. Sisi a o bisa me say da be na be ko for how long? Yeni abre papa. Me dia me say me kan kire wo ansa na we watua wo sika. Me kan kire wo wa wanya stroke 7 years. And fa pressure beto me so. 8 years. And fa beto me so. 3 years. And fa beto me so. Wo na wa say wo ho. Ina me ba be boa wo. Intino o say wo kra no o da onyankopon ne wuti ase say we hia obi te say me ba be boa wo me ne wo ebe tu anamo because oba me life mu a enye sa yare no nkwa ansem o. You have no idea. It's a complete package financially bibia usika sembe ye. A menje wo tro menje wo akokọ menje wo aponche menje wo hwe wo ben ya usika sembe ye wa yare be ye wa ware sem everything bibia be so ama nti enye aduro nkwa na oba beto me nchen wo na mfaso na oba benya just to associate with the light is so numerous, seriously, and obia no obetumi afford sa menje wo sika for making your life better financially. Menje wo sika for making your relationship better. Menje wo sika for that. I am only taking money from you to treat you. From there, no question be your baby Sammy concerning wejuma, concerning say me you are no. Mama will be restaurant ebumia ewo Cape Coast. New restaurant ebumia afi ondra or say or person odwane. Okwa kwose baby ahụ me kakra. Ojina afere na wana kasa na ya ne ya. Ye to ade too much. I say daddy, they are buying cars. Obia person obeto na ade sa na tie. Enso no enye aponchi bi na meje no. Ina manji no odwan. It's simple. It's all about magnetism. I say, please, how is the coconut fasting done? Just by living on coconut. How is something done? You've been fasting every day, but you've been fasting on banku. What you say? It means you'll be living on banku, upe banku pa. So fasting on something means you are living on that thing alone. To be on the see on the banku. Or your banku fasting. Obi or say or no the fufu there. Every day fufu no di. Or your fufu fasting. So when they say coconut fasting, it means okome de wa num kube na di mu aduane no. Simple as that. When we say raw egg fasting, it means okome de wa bonkosia nanom eno ano. Bonkosia nanom. You can say orange fasting. O no mekutuo. You can say water fasting. Na say o dan so nkwa. You can say whatever fasting, fish, omega-3 fasting, sardine fasting. It means to a sardine na wada so nkwa. And to send your body into ketosis. And once your body goes into ketosis, cancer is gone, high blood pressure is gone, diabetes is gone, prostate is gone. Everything goes down. Bam. That's all. Because more light, boom, sickness goes away. Satan and Beelzebub. And then, yeah, keep up. You know, keep up. Yeah, into Ibon Kasa. I said then a lady. Oh, question be on my door, so a lady had a clear vision of someone marrying her, and this came in. Is that a perfect match? A lady had a clear vision of someone marrying her, and this came in. Is that a perfect match? I don't know. We should watch and see. We should watch and see. Mean to mean can say a perfect match or and a perfect match or I'm not the one. So let us watch and see what happens in the end. May say be anyone no more any perfect. Let me tell you. I was advising, my driver last time. Because we start me questions about our challenges. The same thing I'm catching them when I'm about to catch them. You are having issues. You are having issues. And yes, Obana ya Ponsambo. You pursue, and also on your macho. Obano lack light. And I also bear man, you lack light. Mummy no, when you say one yankopon, so moon, because yan cheramu yankopon. Yacheramu yankopon through church. But yan cheramu yankopon through an energetic way. Into no Obano nimino, and I also nimino. You people are just nice people falling in affection. It's not love. Because real love is someone who is working on themselves. But you promote to that affection, and last, and then your friend say love. It's not. Ain't no more date here there. But after the move share, or challenges no never. Challenges never. Sir. So once the woman is filled with the light, the man is filled with the light, and man relationship, it keep on growing. Only God makes a perfect match. Amunim calendar, amunim shey, but they were able to stay for 60 years, 70 years anniversary. Almost stay, but no amunim calendar, amunim shey, amunim astrology, like you knew there or internet is up. Identity, because they were having more light. There was no industrialization. There was not industrial, cratchy, some omunina no more field, no so share more so omunina, they were living a simple life, having more energy, more chi. Maybe toye. Those days in Labadi, fisherman and yere, just say omu diagro, almost and so no they are there. It's nice. Omu domo fisherman. And then the fishmonger. Everything was all right. Amudia color together, you were having more light. You are able to tolerate if something happened. If there is something small, obstacle small, kasakasa solve. But when people don't have light, they don't want to solve any form of problem. They don't want to communicate or dialogue. And you know, wako consulto or conforbi no conform say or banu a bad luck. Now banu sako consulto or software no software so say or bemanu say then any match. Wow, we say we say a whole lot. Nti no mumienu no mo fa mo ho nhye onyankopon ase ba mo de mo ho akwa hye nkrofo bi ase na mo ma mo akwankyere akwankyere ba akopɛ na ɛwɔ ho, which is the way. I am the way, I am the truth, I am the light. Mo fa mo ho masa I am no mo de mo akwa ma osofo meko, osofo jato, malam bugri. Ena malam bugri na control my warrior. Ena pastor mi nim hwe. Ena pastor mi nim hwe. Ono no control my warrior. Into oba no e consult malam we bugri no. Na oba ma no so e consult ni godfather. Wonya diabetes. Yes, sorry, ania yete one e say enye match. Enye match den Premier League. We give thanks. 1:30. About 1:30. Time when put am start here. 10, 11, 12, 1. It's going to 5 hours. Wow. Please, do you have medicine or remedy for brofa kesa so I have difficulty in breathing. Can no keke. Can say want to me home. Can say Kongo me to me home. That's all. Now brofu kesa no den ebe yamo. So big terms na ye dia mamu no den ebe yamo. And I was spondylocondylosis. And I have a open to me name. Please look at my blood test. I have a apollosozonomiasis. Then wo can watch you keke na chere me o sign now will go through no. Want to me home. Difficulty in breathing. Can keke. Can brofa. It's calm. Yes, calm. Nkwana na mo use on you people. Nay, you should say big words. No, you to me how you are. Obi can send me big words. After the I'll send me go na me koshe. Me koshe I say na unto me ne. Just tell me unto me ne. Yeah, grunk. We give thanks. So, difficulty in breathing, it means that the lungs, the gases, you understand? Like I said, there must not be space in the lungs. It is a mucus, a block here, and ma untumi enhome. So all you have to do is to become more empty. Cut down all the junky food, the starchy food, and then focus on electrolyte. How you can get foods that contain the mineral salt, the sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. And it's abundant in what? Raw milk. What you here? Either raw cow or raw goat. Unfortunately, we don't have raw goat milk industry. Raw milk no crana. Nyema be bomu de raw more and by this time now. Ama pollutu no a whole lot. You should get more electrolyte. You understand? Say electrolyte ni so no more. Say so you are drinking a lot of water, but you're not be able to breathe because there is not enough salt inside. So you should put some salt inside your water, and then you can see then the salt will pick the hydrogen and the oxygen bonds into your cells. It's simple. We can also help you with the remedy. As for remedy, we have plenty. We have plenty behind us. We have plenty remedies. We have the detox, we have the charcoal, we have the JDT, JD ointment, we have infection powder, immune booster, kefir, Nile, stem cells, pumpkin oil, cold press, local one, coconut cream. Nina is good. So get yourself the complete package. When you complete package, and like I said, once you are connected to me, it's done. It's forever. Baby, some question me but mind you, be smart. Don't waste my time, because I am not going to waste my time to teach you. Until say my man will be say yeah, mommy, because we are home for so. But it's a 1 year. I feel 6 months no I bounce back no I say Congo say na say me wa hanoma na say me be me mo ye me feel o can say appear me ni abakoye. I will ask you straight up, what have you been eating? What have you been the go be so I'm not kasa fe opa me chow, because onu wa dia dance here da early last year, on no dia dance here pa 2024, late 2024, dia dance here. What you say? After would dia dance here, we are maintaining cambium. Maintaining cambium. And was started so trauma. Say now about where bonnie. Straight up, what have you been eating? And you know dia dance here last week, no? Say me got me woodin. Me will be eating. Everybody, me I won't try me I must start with him, because I want you to become my friend, so that you read my WhatsApp status. I feel oh no, how can you know man say me? Who say well on your fatty liver? What be there dance say come and say? What say because of my diet no crap? I bow am I say I don't to me awo. Because who call you vegan? Went to me awo. What there dance say come? About the saying. Now say then you send it a dromano. That's it. Mean and one I am all forgiving, but to make you with him answer. And I mean fanchao, because you are making my work difficult. You understand? Anyway, I say, how about semen retention? Semen retention, all these words, like I said, those who practice this semen retention, one. There's positive side and negative side. One, these are mostly vegans. Okay, vegan only already. Vegan is only focused on food. You understand? Food, that food, no, the final food. Into no, I drink now with you, so. Now say so I'm wondering electrons near low. Into more ammonia then erection crap on our multi perform. That's why they created all this semen retention and found okay, but it is very, very good. It's very, very good when you are reserving your semen once in a while. I'm not saying that or partner, that's different. You have a partner, you have a wife, you know, say Uko worry no one cancer ask them nan chire no say oba be semen retention. And if I will be back on and sex is for procreation. Uhia ba famano or hia ba famano. That's it. But make sure that you eat well, you replenish well. Dear, you are a proper one. You know what I mean? A lot of what foods that contains electrolyte to feed the brain, because sperm is coming from the brain. And do more grounding. Until ya grounding, ye did correct, ne sanya mano, ye di and kush ya no your fertile eggs in sanya mano, coconut and all those things. Ye in slow sex. Yeah, sex now, china, ye fasting at yaso, ye in slow sex. But omo weak, omo person made the correct food, omo creating a whole lot of whatever about sex and semen retention and so no here me sure more amususa mame me sure more amususa energy susa. Still upon all the semen retention, they are still not manifesting nothing, always complaining, anxiety. I'm me inbox me. I say thank you for your education, boss. Yeah, we give thanks and praises every time. I say, please, what food do someone with sinuses needs to eat or needs to avoid? Thank you very much. Say you talk about avoid all starchy foods, all carbohydrates, those so-called complex carbohydrates. They are the ones that causes the blockage. You see, here, the sinus. Yeah, the sinus. They control. This is the gateway to the temple. Into our cells sinus now, a clear. Once you say, or say a clear, or say a clear, this is where the spirit passes to the temple. It is a air blocking. Air blocking. The right side of the brain is blocking, left is blocking. It's not good. And what blocks them is the carbohydrates, is the starches. And so nipa antias here, Albertina TV trying to defend carbo. In a glucose, yes, we are talking about energy is glucose, but we are talking about bypassing. You bypassing the pancreas. That's all. You can take flight from here to Togo, and you can go on the road. You and I know, say, uko on the road, eko fa flower, yebe jojo. Inti uo sika, na wafa flight, preko, na wo de Togo. And on a air cano. At the end of the day, your body will convert whatever you are eating into glucose. That is the truth. But when you go through the protein way, you bypass the insulin spike. Into akwa say custom officers in a war road, so you bypass wafa flight, straight up. And no na cano. But people don't want to accept that they are going down. They don't want to accept that they have been wrong. Into bon say no, I said that baba betina TV, so no, I said that defend it. Because of the hatred dimension one jealousy and hatred and all the operating into no to maintain say no say Kongo Wattu I mean for 1 hour na mentie guy we ni oka and Congo hate glucose. No, I don't hate glucose, but I'm telling you that there is a way you can bypass the pancreas so that there will not be insulin spike. Because that is what is killing the people. Insulin spike. Insulin resistance. That's what's killing the people. Metabolic issue. And you know, Obago di fufu no. Now the anya instant energy is here for 3 hours now. Me say feeding kusiano. But ube nye glucose. It's simple. Now when you saw a nubia na at their building muscles. A building muscles. Ono be build muscles nti wo no a wo say wo no carbohydrate no wo promote no wo kokko no wan ko gym a okoko betumi ayekese ate say me nti wo be hu omo no omo ha no na aye flat akoko ebu egum oni shoulder wa ye toffee thin outside fat inside fatty liver. Or call for a year. A jogging Becca so be a when stroke. Or call for jogging so be a when you stroke. Toffee. Yeah, chiramu nutrition money ye or time and a jealousy who in your man enfem free ho. Because you can't win the light bearer. So you cannot win a light bearer. Me started saying me teaching on that time now no probably no share baby who teach you was can school so you are hustling. Me start here me sir. American for na be sua there. Hebrew Israelite for mo kra mo di vegan ne breya no. Omo doctors me kai so ka kope omo fa pen and paper no mo bisa because omo ntia say how am treating me mama stroke just within 7 days. Into normal for pen no more tro. Omo bisa me say me kwan be na me fa so na me mama formless no. This is 2000. The year 2000. Americans Ebisa me how I mean treating me mama omunti bi da no mo tro obuku mu enye nde na nipa start ye enti no nya botre na fa otan no to ho because won time me e wonim de emu concerning the human body wono o kan ye free book mu a obi atro ba won timi nsa obi yare me masa me ankasa mo yare masa me mama yare masa me workers yare masa nipa bebre yare me de tumi na eja no de mama no na me de sa me gususu sa simple truth is an experience and instead of wako di kokonteno instead of wako di brode no wako di sa starchy foods no na we no na we nya instant gratification instant within 3 hours no na come di ubio no me say me wo kwan fufuro bi a wo betumi afa so wo fa so a wo nya fatty liver wo so a we ni so be clear wo so a we skin be clear wo so a wo nya diabetes o blood pressure so enkosoro wo so a wo be den wo be da kama wo be ye be powerful from one single ingredient. Wow, can banching give you that? Ubetumi di banchi afesi weni. Ubetumi di gari na afesi weni. Na afesi weni with cream. One kasa unim said no. You will be saying no. You are only giving yourself an instant energy. Diesel, petrol. On to me in front of to diesel. Petrol. Sisia no inframa boss open eko. Diesel eche. Everyone knows this. Proteins is equal to diesel. And petrol is equal to glucose. Instant glucose. Anything or more true mekano. Your mom instant glucose. Your mom glucose someone tafre. Send a bear or to me any energy see true meka. This is science. Respect my agriculture. Welcome. Please remedy for someone who smoke weed. Wow, I have video on that. You should go and watch the video on that, on marijuana. Then you understand properly. It's not about remedy. Go and watch that video. Go to YouTube, The Light Bearer, and or just type Kongo Wattu marijuana. It will come. It's not about remedy. So share video new we are, then you can come back to me. 0240932222. Why? I say remedy for what? I say please. Created what? Then something created. Is it delayed menses or created? How much is the palm kernel? We have 200 and we have 250. So the one that you want. Please explain Leviticus 11:11. Yeah, all right. I think it's talking about this the animals, the choices of the animals. You understand? Remember, that is the dispensation. There's what we call dispensation. Time beyond the dispensation levels. Just like I am taking you from somewhere to somewhere. And it's talking about what we call upese wudi aduan aimwa we a di aduane a ana aboa oresa opu eba, what we call ruminant. This is oduan aponchin ni sani amano. These are ruminant. So mean the aboa say like those that are like dogs in India because they don't have that, you're not supposed to eat them. It's only ruminant. Simple. I don't have to go through all that scriptures, but that is all what he's saying. You understand? Like I said, it is dispensation, and we are not following what we call food. Perfect. Chain then nufusu. That is the only perfect thing. That is why a baby can be on nufusu, and nobody will be himself on yare. Beautiful. It's a bia afterwards, no. When we fell, we started eating bibia. That is why they need for what? Clarification. Somebody to come and tell you where they mean where they and all those things. Because you don't have to get stuck. With energy level and low. So when energy level is lower, me ma wo crap and then certain things. But energy level now is low. With the starch into no say me you was starch and so. That me man would meat, would kosia to build your energy, to build a temple. After you do baby na ye way from meat and so. Na you do to subtle form of energy. The liquids. You understand? And one. So that scripture, like I'm saying, it's nothing but the same kind of religious vibes, maybe the way, and all those things. Don't get stuck there. That's all. The only thing is about the breath. For us to live on breath, that's the only thing. So that we become a what? A living entity, a living soul. And we fell, and now we are eating anything. And so after I say I should Brahmaya. Who the we are, or the way to me, but the way the boy said, you don't even have to eat nothing at all. But Master Biani, baby, or the for echo, step by step. That is how the Essenes were teaching. You will be share one box. You look at how much the person has evolved. Many will be called, but few will be chosen. That person is evolved. You are ready to step up right away. Why you ready to step up in the game? Obi also on just say benkunu kran fini timu ye na watwene kube kra po ho. So you look at everybody and where they belong to. That's it. Anyway, please. Pastor said number 13 is not a good number. Please, why do you have to follow your pastor? You should follow God. You should follow God. Bibia, mon di nyankopon enchi, enye pastor echi. Obi anyone no more follow Jesus. Mon follow Jesus no ni church no. It no pastor say no. It is saying also doctor say. This is the people who are controlling the minds of the masses. Pastor and a doctor. That's why they build universities and churches to deceive the people. Any remedy for eye cataract? Yes, we have remedy. We have a lot of them. We have stem cells. We have coconut cream. And coconut cream in asantin kosuya and I say local eggs and a lemon. How to do that combination. Back. It will fix your eyes right now. Kwatre kwaso abema ontuma tienidin. Kwatre kwa so about ontuma tienidin. I say I couldn't sleep well. Sometimes I sleep for 4 hours. 4 hours is not a problem if you're on primal foods. I sleep like that, sometimes even 3 hours. The more empty I am, the less. The day that I will sleep more, then I really want to sleep more. Like today, I decided to go deep down. All right, if you are on primal foods, you sleep less. Starches makes you sleep more. The more starch you eat, the more you sleep. That's why they gave you 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours sleep because of starches. Because they don't want to tell you the truth. Why? Please, remedy for severe menstrual cramps. Avoid carbohydrates. Walk more barefooted. That's it. You're done. Period. More sunlight. Please, how much is the infection? 200. Can conventional canned sardines be used for the sardine fasting? Only if it is sardine in olive oil. So always check sardine in olive oil. Other than that, you can also call us and we have sardine olive oil. Yeah, it's in a big jar, so then you can use it for long. Please, remedy for irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Has to do with the gut, and that has to do with SIBO, small intestinal bacterial infections or syndrome, whatever they call it. Too much of these grains and cereals. You need to abrabomu IBS and remedy no so honomo. More detox. You have more the ointment. You have more the tea, Sankofa tea. Everything is sorted out. IBS or halitosis or whatever, menstrual cramps or diabetes, all is gone with your discipline. Okay? Respect. Yeah? Keep coming, keep coming. All right, it's all right now. We have 5 minutes to 2 p.m. and then we are out of here. It's been solid 5 hours of non-stop pure fire. We have 62,000 likes and 140 viewers. It's wonderful. We keep going up. Sometimes we go 600, sometimes 400 viewers. It's all good. It's all about the message. Respect to man like Joseph Atta, Airport, Rwanda Air, all the staff there, Rwanda Air. He said you've been watching me all the way from airport. And all airport customs, immigration for give thanks. All right? Soon you'll see me there. I'm coming soon, yeah? Soon, yeah? Give thanks. I love you all. And do remember that you must never give up. Never give up your pride. Never give up your pride at all. You understand? At all. Never give up. Always remember that. I love you all. All right? We give thanks. Everything will be all right. It's just a natural mistake.